Apex! What up? Welcome to Birmingham. We're excited to be here. We're excited to have you for what's going to be the greatest Apex tournament in the history of the game. My name is We the People. You can call me Peeps. We have 5 straight days of some of the sweatiest gameplay you have ever seen. Now that we got 40 teams, 120 of the greatest.
Halo, cek. Nah, suaranya kan. Gua untuk disable anjing.
What up? Welcome to Birmingham. We're excited to be here. We're excited to have you.
Ini
for what's
testing
going
gue
to
akan
be
di mana, guys?
the greatest Apex
Kira-kira biar
tournament
tidak
in the
mengganggu.
history of the game. My
Ninja
name is We the
apa
People.
ninja anjing?
You can call me Peeps.
Ada
We're
ninja
here
wo.
for 5 days of some of the sweatiest gameplay you have ever
Gue
seen
enakan
in your life.
testing gue akan di mana,
40
guys?
teams, 120 of the
Gimana tim?
greatest
Enaknya tim?
players from all over the world, all fighting for their share of $2 million. One of the greatest poets of the 21st century once said, "One shot, one opportunity to seize everything you've ever wanted, one moment. Will you capture it or just let it slip?" So crowd, make some noise because we are live from Resorts World Arena in Birmingham,
Tim enak di mana tim?
UK.
Peskemnya tim
And
taruh
this
tengah.
is the
Goblok.
Apex
Gini anjing nih.
Legends Global Series Championship.
Kayak kegedean ya.
Rain
Gini
Day, take it away.
Thank you so much, We the People. I am excited, and I hope you are as well, whether you're live in Birmingham here at Resorts World, or if you are watching at home for what is going to be a collision course of stories. This has been a year that has set the course for this moment, these 5 days to decide
Udah lama nggak nonton Apex kita, guys.
the ultimate trophy, the championship. Will TSM finally do it, get 2 as a fan favorite over the year, and claim that they are not to be the ones to be mistaken as the champs? Or will Dark Zero go back-to-back 2 years in a row and take championships
Nonton
again?
kita,
Or in the
men.
region, we'll find
ALGS
out.
nih.
APAC North, APAC South, and
Tahu-tahu
South
ALGS
America,
aja,
as
anjing.
well as
Nggak pernah
EMEA, all trying to raise the trophy and tell their own stories. And these 5 days will give us the answer. I'm so excited to be here. And of course, my name is Rain Day. I am joined by Spider Tiff and Glitter Explosion, 2 of the best in the business and good friends. Tiff, how does it feel being in this environment, getting ready for championships?
Well, it's crazy, right? I'm absolutely elated to be here. You talked about TSM, Dark Zero. Will someone else come out of the woodworks and just unearth them, take them off their throne that they have put them on? But, I mean, it's not about
Suaranya ada nggak sih, guys?
it's more
Jelas
about
nggak sih?
the honor and hoisting that trophy down there on
Jelas
the
lah
stage
ya.
at the end of the week. And I'm just ready to kick things off.
Lauren, trophies, they are not given. They have to be taken, and so many teams here are ready
Yeah.
for that moment.
Yeah, it's going to be a phenomenal week of competition, and not an easy one by any means. Like we heard Peep saying, the best of the best in the entire world are here today. And for the first time ever, this is a 5-day-long competition, the longest Apex Legends tournament we have ever done. It's going to be putting our players to the ultimate test.
And I think one of the great things that Peeps mentioned is that history.
Lama
This
kita
is the
tidak
greatest,
menonton.
the biggest event in Apex Legends ALGS history. And of course, we are going to see exactly for those at home and those watching in the stands how that will unfold over these 5 days. So let's walk you through that very quickly. We will start off in a group stage format. As you're familiar with, we'll give each team in a round-robin style a chance to go head-to-head against each other in groups throughout our first couple of days. Then we will hit
ngalangin
our
ya sih, guys?
bracket
Enggak ya?
stage. We will start to
Ngalangin
eliminate teams
bilang,
all the way
anjing.
up to our championship Sunday. The 10 teams who actually progress to the highest point of our
SM nih,
winners
bro.
will be able to find themselves having a seat on Sunday and watching the action. Our Elimination 1 bracket will also send 10 teams home and 10 teams to the Elimination Round 2, where the bottom 10 teams from winners will compete for one more chance to make it to Sunday. The 10 teams in Elimination Round 2 who do not make it will be sent home again, and we will finally have our 20 ready to compete in our patented match point finals, where you must cross 50 points and then win, or we go again. There is so much on the line, so much at stake, and for me, when you look at this pricing, Tiff, it doesn't get bigger than this. We've
Satu dapat $600, $1.000 ya adik-adik. Ya elah ini masuk 10 besar ya, udah bisa mukbang lu anjing. $1.000 tuh 1.000 berapa ya? 13 juta ya. Jadi 13 juta. Main kan bertiga. Ya elah lu langsung beli ini anjing, beli burjo cok kenyang lu. Beli burjo kenyang
the
lu.
teams that we've got participating here, the 40 that have made it through the gauntlet to get to championships.
I mean, like you guys have mentioned already, obviously TSM, DZ fighting here for that title again, or will it be neither? There are so many heavy hitters in this lobby of 40 teams. We've got Exet, we have KCP, we have Ascent, we have
burjo
Aurora.
kenyang.
There's too many teams to name because the competition's that fierce.
APAC North has been playing phenomenally. We've seen them top 5, top 10 multiple times. North America has really had the year this year. EMEA, 3 events and not yet able to get a win. Will that change here in Birmingham as we visit England for the 3rd time? However, a couple of teams, as we get into any championship, will obviously have changes. And so let's keep you up to date on what those changes are. Area 310, they will replace fan favorite and familiar name Crazy Raccoon, as well as Fire Beavers.
Treasure Raccoon baru ikut lagi ya?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what the Fire Beavers do
Aurora.
here today, but it's so hard for me to call them Aurora. I always know them as the Beavers. When they announced the signing to Aurora and we had the journey of the Beaver, so cute. But that roster is actually going to be Boyrain and Impulse, who was able to make it in last night. Uchako will be stepping in to sub on that roster, so curious to see how the dynamics work. And hey, maybe Taskmaster will show up later this week. We can only hope.
We can only hope. All these stories, we will keep you up to date with them at the desk and, of course, with our casters as well. I mean, when you look at the way that today's schedule is going to go, you've got tons of action, 18 games in this original group stage. As we mentioned, we've added an extra day. So 8 days, 3 and day 4. We will spend more time on the eliminations. But to get there, we've got to have everybody
Masih mending ya mainnya sore ya.
We'll kick it off on stage behind us, and then we will go C and D, and then A will
sore
have
tuh,
another
jadi
chance at it.
terlalu
D will
inilah.
stay there and they will play against each other. But of course, to kick things off, we have 2 groups that have plenty of stories around them. Some winners of LAN this previous year, some hopefuls and trying to dash the hopes of others. So let's take a quick look at Group A.
Banget bang ini bang. Lupa siapa ini. Optic Gaming.
DNO, certainly a fan favorite.
They should be able to take this Bambino though.
It's a 1v1 for the ages and Fnatic win it! Fnatic win it!
Optic gimana?
The L-Star, the meatball slinger. Oh, he armor swaps as well. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Like
that. Oh my god, Reed! Oh my god! They've been as good as anyone but the host! The host!
And Skittlegate whips out the R99 and cooks Street Fire alive.
Dude. Brr.
A lot of storylines there for not only Group A, but as I lead it over to Tiff to talk about what has caught your eye, who stands out as having a chance here, or maybe who you are looking at heading into today's first matches.
This one is not actually going to be a no-brainer, right? This is, lo and behold, I'm so excited to see this team perform. It's going to be none other than Oxygen Esports, coming off a 3rd place finish at Split 2 playoffs. I reached out to their coach, Psycho. He was calling for a critical change in their lineup to allow for more adaptability on World's Edge. They were having a little bit of issue racking up those points quickly when it came to match point finals, so we'll likely see them breaking out maybe blood and working on their macro. The issue was, though, they said when people kind of threw their macro out the window in match point finals, they have to adapt to that when teams start prioritizing more kills and being more
sabar gue emang gue panitianya mat
There's
anjing.
anything though that I learned in the year 3 of ALGS.
Kira gue
It was
panitianya,
don't
Cok.
chow the BR demons.
Oh wow, look at that. That's
Baru
a
gue
good
nunjukin
little, you know, I guess threat for those who want to mess with Psycho and the green suit. We'll see if he has it this time around. Fan favorite for me and of course many watching at home. But they're going up not just against the teams in Group A, but Group B as well.
main kan sekarang mat.
And they are not going to go quietly into the night. So let's see what's going on with Group B.
Now look who's going to push forward. Post kill. Who is doing
main sih gue nggak tahu.
crumble.
Tim apa aja yang main sekarang?
He's in the tower, and you can see at the moment the E6 are having a hold. And Atlan, and it's split 2 playoffs. They do it in game 2. Riddle order.
Nice, 21 above you. That's it. Nice.
No way. Oh my God.
No way. No
He's
way.
in the drone.
Nice.
White go down now. Surely there's not another redemption story. Oh, he's queuing him in the air. He's teeing him up.
TSM. Gak tahu. Gue juga gak tahu. Gue kagak tahu. Ngelep. Sama banget sih bang. Pengen lihat nih, udah lama ngeliat main Apex anjing. Ih jago, pala lu jago. Itu kan orang lain yang main, bukan gua. Gua nonton.
It's another tough group to pick from, obviously, and those videos are hype. But for me, I want to talk about
Nonton aja, bro.
Element 6. Okay, right off the bat, we have to talk about the
Apa nih?
addition of Tyler, formerly
Elemen.
ALGS. And I was talking to Slayers a little bit here, and he was saying that Tyler is bringing
Tim e-sport
exactly
luar
what
negeri
they
ini aneh-aneh.
needed to the team in that dedicated frag.
Kenapa dia pakai tablet gini? Strip snap anjing.
And then you combine that
Wah,
with
kacau.
the
Ih, mousepad-nya
wildly
keren
experienced
anjing.
IGL and Swinny, and it's just going to bode well in my opinion
Sora.
very well for them.
Guys, beli
Combine that
mousepad
with their
wibu-wibu
ability
kayak
to
gini
flex
gimana?
not only legends, but their drop spots. Just,
Siapa
it's a
tahu jadi
team
jago
that
gua
is
main.
adapting well to this meta, and Slayers was
Tahu
saying
jadi jago
they are
anjing
not
gua
planning
main
on
pakai
playing
mousepad
scared, not
wibu.
hesitating at all in this event, and I'm excited to see what they can do.
Nontonnya kita. Suaranya jelas kan, suara in game-nya, suara lab-nya.
Can he make
Kita
that
ketutup sama
moment,
suara
make
gua,
that
anjing.
move, and prove it not only to himself but to Amia as well? When it comes to proving, though, we don't have anything to prove just yet. The players have to do
Online
that. But
banyak
us talent,
tahu,
we like to
iya,
talk. So
cuman
we are
gua
going to
nggak
go
tahu
ahead and give you our
gimana-mananya
predictions
nih.
for how we think today might go, at least at the start. We'll show you a little bit. I think mine may not be so surprising, but I know that a lot of you have gone for variety. There's some TSMs in there. Tiff, you went Oxygen. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
TSM.
You highlighted them.
TSM nih, bro.
Exit, though. Explain that to me.
Iya.
Yeah, what needs explaining? I mean,
fair.
it is Xset. They might not
Okay,
have been
kecil dah,
where I think initially people thought they were going to be in split 2 playoffs, but they are a
Kalau kecil
force
dari sini
to
ya.
be reckoned with. Top out of the region after split 2, and I think that especially in a champs lobby,
TSM
they're
Xset.
going to be bringing the
Xset.
heat undoubtedly.
Xset
I have
siapa
to say
aja
this,
sekarang ini?
FPS gave me a jersey earlier
Optic
on
Gaming.
rehearsals, and
Okay, wow.
one of the things he said is,
Wow.
do not talk about me. So I won't mention
Kiki
anything
Kitty.
about Xset, at least at the beginning of the show. But Graceful
Graceful
also
Fanatik.
agrees with you.
Kagak ada yang
Said
dukung
you
ke
and
semeh,
Tiff,
anjing.
Are in alignment as well. Bullet, who you'll see a little bit later, he's
Mousepad
got
kaca.
Fnatic.
Wah,
Tiff,
mousepad
they've been an
kaca,
excellent team, and I think from APAC North, they're the one
Gak
team I
seru,
feel
anjing.
can actually
Seret
get over the
goblok.
hump and claim a trophy here.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of scrims prep just to kind of hear communications, and Fnatic was one of the teams that didn't actually stream their POV.
Gua dukung
very
kesemeh
often.
di mana-mana,
So
bro.
when they would eliminate a team,
SMH.
oh look, we got that Fnatic POV, and
Susah
that's
menang.
the best way to get it. It's like, you know, they're just working their way from the lobbies, but the Bangalore Bloodhound
Bang,
combination
lama banget,
they've been
Bang.
using on
Lihat
Stormpoint has
main.
been so fun, so aggressive to watch. They're so mechanically talented, and I am just ready to see them unleash that here on the stage.
I mean, let's not even
Bang,
forget to
aku
talk
pengen
about
lihat
as we open
main.
with the fanfare and with the pomp and circumstance. There is a whole meta that has been adjusting, flowing, changing from weapons, the automatic prowler,
TSM,
to
oh, ada.
Seer. The
Main
year
berarti.
of Seer hasn't come to an end.
Main
Oh my
adik-adik
God, I know
TSM,
many
guys.
people at home are saying, please, please, I hope so, and many people are
main,
still
cuy.
waiting with
Ada
bated breath to
TSM,
see
cuy.
if that's actually true. We are about to find
Ngeri lah.
out, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do, a great way to make sure you keep up with every POV is, of course, multi-view. That is here for the ALGS Championships. You can watch your way. I like to say ALGS your way, but you can call it whatever you want. You can choose any POV you'd like to follow, whether it's a certain rotation, a certain team comp, or team comm that you'd like to hear, or maybe it's a final zone from your favorite player. You can go ahead into the command center and turn on multi-view for the ALGS to make sure you watch the championships your way. Also, as you're watching, I just want to let you know you're going to be gaining. That's right. It's not just
Oh, ada dropnya
enjoyment.
lumayan lah, gua
You're
nonton
actually
nih.
going to be receiving after 60
Dapat
minutes
Crimson
some of
Striker,
these
dapat
Twitch drops. That is
Valkyrie,
right.
ALGS
We've
Champion
got the
Strike,
Crimson Striker Peacekeeper skin,
Tadi
the Crimson
hologram,
Hawk Valkyrie
hologram
skin on
keren anjing.
Thursday, and the championship
Lu
stuff
begini
starts to
ALGS
roll out
perasaan.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm telling you, that gun charm is going to let the whole world know that you were here. And man, what a place to be. I can only say that when the community comes together in Apex, it's one of the best experiences you will ever be a part of. So whether you're watching, whether you're in the stands, whether you're a creator, a streamer, a fan, helping to do a watch party with us, we appreciate you, and we can't wait to get it started. And speaking of started, it is about to go down as we have a chance now to send it over to our
Oh, ini tuh warna
It's
biru.
Genome, it's Vicky King.
Gak ada epic-epicnya. Legendarnya kagak.
Thank you so much, Randy. I'm so happy to welcome all you guys
Merah
here
banget, merah,
in
anjing.
Birmingham. We're
Begini
finally
nih.
here, Genome, Apex Legends Global Series
Kayak segini nih,
Day number
anjing,
1
merah
starts now.
It's the chance. This is the big one. Double the prize pool. All of the best teams that been getting those points throughout the other playoffs throughout the year.
Clean,
Right?
anjing,
It's so
bagus.
hard to
Mata
get
lu
here, harder
bagus,
than
jelek.
any other Apex Legends tournament in the entire world. This is the capstone of our competitive year.
Yeah, and that's exiting out of so many changes from the game too. We got meta changes, we got huge patch notes going into the new season.
Bang,
That's
buru
gonna be
lah,
so
bang.
for real as we get
Bukan
excited
pengen
to get
lihat.
started here as we take a look
Teng,
at the
teng.
stage.
Sabar, kayak mana ya
There's been
nambahin
some big
ini?
changes, right? I mean, as we were talking about
Left
just
chat
a
biar
little bit
kelihatan
before,
ini.
Sia almost completely gone. I mean, that Q, the
Bentar ya, belum mulai juga ya. Bentar adik-adik.
But with a big change to that,
Chat.
we're really not going to see him so much anymore.
Exactly, and while we get
Chat,
started,
mana
we
sih
talk about the
caranya?
legends, and we're going to talk about the matches that we got for you guys. We are
Biar
starting off with the
ada,
group
biar
stage
gua nggak
A
usah
and
nunduk
B.
anjing.
First 3 maps, we are moving on to World's Edge before we transition into our final 3 games going on to Storm
Ini
Point.
kan ya. Nah,
Starting off on Old Faithful here on World's Edge. Of course, these two competitive matches have taken us through the
bentar, lupa
entirety
ininya apa ya.
of Year 3 here for the ALGS, so we will be finishing off on them as well. I mean,
lupa
honestly,
lagi.
at this point, it's...
Cara transparaninnya kayak mana, anjing?
Like the pros have 100% got that down pat.
Lupa,
The
guys.
playstyle for it, I think, is pretty... pretty well known, but not quite as well known as World's Edge.
And what's so important about having the transition from World's Edge into Storm Point, we get to see the strength of so many different teams going into each of these maps. Some teams, I think about Oxygen actually when we talk about this, going into Storm Point, they excel better on maps like that. Going on to World's Edge, we've been seeing just
Mana sih?
based off of scrims, so much more fuse.
Ini apa
You
ya?
have to think about what that fuse does with the armor changes that we have, with the less catalyst actually being used since less beacons spawn, and you guys can take a look at the drop spots that we're currently seeing with our teams.
Bentar.
All right, so having a look around here at the setup
Dulu
for how
cara
these teams will be
transparidannya.
dropping in, you can see there are a couple of contests up
Ini
the
nggak
top
sih,
there
Tron?
in Climatizer. We do have Riddle Org
Nah,
versus the
bener
newly minted
ini.
Org in Apex Legends. Of course, Disguised
Bah.
Toast. So then down at the bottom,
Udah mau mulai guys, udah mau mulai
got
guys.
these teams here at the moment start a fight. LG sitting down
Mulai.
at the launch side. They had put themselves over towards Dome as well, so it'll be interesting to see if they do try and take any of that off area 310. Oxygen for the longest time have said,
Yeah,
Mirage
Tarugi.
is ours. We are not giving that over to the
Ah.
staging team, and it feels like today Realize probably are going to respect that.
Interesting to see so many of our other teams here. You saw
Mana
Dreamfire
ya?
up to the north too, Monument with MDY White, also
Sini
with
deh.
100 Thieves over on the east side of Fragment.
I guess something else we should touch on is there has been base changes to the game recently,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They've lowered the loot quality overall, and that has made some of our drop spots actually
Dah.
a lot more powerful in comparison to some others that we had before. So we saw Dreamfire over there at Countdown. So
Lama
POIs
banget.
have that guaranteed loot, right?
Kayak
hit
gua
the
bisa
button, you get those
makan
armors that
dulu
come out in
ini.
the middle of Countdown. Places like that, Harvester with the
Bisa
honeypot
berak
loot,
dulu.
they are actually more powerful now than they have been before, because other places will regularly run out with a couple of white armors, and it's just that
that drop across the board that means as we progress
Berak
through
dulu
the
ini
game,
guys.
you know, the teams are picking up better and better loot, and it's not like they just have it straight from the start.
Yeah, and I like how you highlight that. It's not just with the loot that has been changed. It's we kind of touched up on it before, but it's the ring console spawn rates as well for some of these different POIs. That caused a lot of change up too throughout the times of the scrims, where some teams wanted to contest other teams, and now this is what we've been settled with so far.
Gimana
But
nih?
it
Crazy
also
Raccoon.
goes hand in hand with the Legend Select while our teams do get ready here to jump into our very first game on World's Edge. I'm interested to see how that early 50-50 may be going down over right there by Climatizer. But Genome, it looks like our Legends are ready. We are set up in the dropship. Let's get started.
Nah, mulai guys. Let's go man, let's go.
Together for the ALGS Championship.
Mulai nih guys. Facecam gua ngalangin nggak di sini guys?
We do have a couple of contests on the card that we're looking out for. Notably up at Climatizer. That's the one we're really expecting to get. Beyond that, we'll have to wait and see.
Gua ngalangin kayaknya.
Look at that. They got the ring console, they got the survey beacon, and a crafter on top of that. And you guys can also see currently for today, the crafting system has the purple 3x scope. We got the purple standard sock, the purple bag for the week, as well as the purple helmet. So Riddle Order are going to be going in for this 50-50 happening in the north.
Okay, so Area 310, that was one of our LCQ teams. Didn't drop in Dome, but we're going to go straight to that contest here up the top with Disguise versus Riddle Order.
With that Rampage.
Mana bang, liatin TSM dong bang. Liatin TSM dong bang.
As she always has been thus far. Love to see how this team is going to be able to excel, especially after their performance in the LCQ, getting second. But they have the high ground, they have the positional advantage. Tappy is on the Bloodhound.
Yeah, interesting. So you can see Order being able to get a little bit more loot going down the bottom here. You know, not necessarily having to engage. But yeah, have Disguise picked up enough? I mean, you can see 9 bullets left here in the chamber, or sorry, in reserve here on this Rampage. So sure, they have the advantage when it comes to the positioning here, but will that be enough? Not when you've got a Execute coming for you.
Nice aggressive approach here from Riddle.
Kalah nih. Iya, nice boy. Ya, rata deh.
Nice split position here from Riddle Order. The first team eliminated from this lobby.
Kok bisa ya drop barang kayak gitu?
That was really well played there.
Kan ikut turnamen kayak gitu. Kalau turnamen offline nggak pernah Yin. Kalau turnamen online itu ikut di Apex Legends Indonesia. Itu pun cuma lolos grup doang, nggak nyampe semifinal. Lumayan lah lolos ke 8 besar. 8 besar ya? 8 kayaknya, 8 besar deh. 8 besar terus ke eliminasi gara-gara kebodohan.
It's also tricky because we had that gravity lift and you could see that they were all
kebodohan doang jadi kagak juara. Yin kurang semangat nih.
Taking the high ground from them when they saw the opportunity that they had already split up and given up that positional advantage. Great start there for Riddle Order as we take a look at
gimana ya rasanya ya kalau turnamen offline? Seluruh belum pernah turnamen offline nggak bisa mental gue belum kuat.
Teams with a quick rotation.
A lot of teams pulling down. I'm sure we'll get the info on where that next circle is going
soon. As you can
see, a lot of teams seem to be clustering in around Lava Siphon. I think it was TSM that actually just popped the circle not too long ago. And either way, teams are definitely piling in through those chokes, coming down through Geyser and you know, Budget Siphon essentially.
Cariin dong Yin. Cariin ku.
We're getting some interesting legend picks coming out here.
Kok buram gini ya?
We've got the Watson Wraith Catalyst here for LCDF. We saw Gibraltar before. We've Caustic and Loba, comps in the lobby alongside Wraith. People, I don't know, maybe they've been hiding some stuff in Screams. There's some interesting picks coming out here.
So what I really like, so we see, obviously, we've been seeing a lot more of the
Rin.
Bloodhound, and when I say obviously, it's just what we've been able to be exposed to between the LCQ and the Scrims in general, but between Caustic being able to also get the scan on the ring beacon, it's important to see if you're not going to run Catalyst,
Ayang dong,
if
Bang
you have a Caustic,
Yin.
you could bunker down just as easily.
Ajarin
Yeah,
aku
it's an
cari
interesting discussion
pacar
between
dong
the teams.
ku.
Some of them have been playing a lot of TDMs to sort of get themselves, you know, get
Pet.
themselves flowing, get that team
Oxygen
chemistry on
Esports.
point.
Ini baru ya?
in the fights.
Baru pernah baru
And, you know,
lihat
there was a
dah.
little bit of discussion because they were saying we don't want
ALGS.
scan characters in it because it makes it too sort of easy, and then other teams are like, no, we're actually going to play the Bloodhound, those
Temanku
scan
banyak
characters
yang
during
udah
the
punya
competition, so
ayang
we
juga.
need to do this to make it, you know,
Banget.
realistic.
Viable, and consistent there too. And one of those teams actually that comes to mind that I know
Nggak
were
ada.
saying that to
Aku
other
semua
teams that
punya
were trying
ayang,
to get that
anjing.
practice in using TDMs was
Asuh lah.
oxygen. They wanted to be able to get
Fuck,
that practice
kata
in
gua
because
teh.
they're running the Bloodhound in cohesion with that
Fuck, kata gua
Bangalore.
teh,
So many
anjing.
different diversity comps, which is what I love
Kita
to see.
pacaran lah,
With
nyari
these
duit aja
changes that we've
dulu.
had going into the season,
Kalau
we take a
udah
look at
punya duit banyak
Dreamfire,
kan
we
tinggal
see
direbut ya
the
nggak sih?
shake-up
Nggak ya?
between not using Seer anymore, going towards the Bloodhound for that information.
Ya nggak sih,
Horizon
tim?
is that consistent variable alongside the catalyst that we still see some teams opting
Ya
to
nggak sih,
use
Wir?
that are already
Bener
using
nggak, Wir?
either the Watson
Kalau
or
udah
the
punya duit
Caustic.
banyak tinggal direbut aja anjing.
Yeah, so I think the
Gak usah
team comp
pusing,
that we saw
tim.
Dreamfire on just before then, the Cat,
Nggak
Bang,
juga.
and
Oh
Horizon,
iya.
that is what we're going to probably call the meta
Wah,
comp
benar.
in this tournament, right? That's almost like the default at this point. It's just got a
Iya,
little bit of
Wir.
everything, a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense with
Tinggal
the gravity
direbut aja, Wir.
and the black hole from the Horizon, and make sure you got that ring console character in there in case you get that. So. Yeah, look, the you know, Bangalore, you've seen talk about it being there because the
Malah
smoke
pada ngendok main
assist.
turnamen ini nggak
It's
seru
also-
banget.
Digi, you have to think about the Digi too, and how much it's a problem sometimes as
Of
well.
course, yep. And then you've got the counter to that, which of course is Denial here on the Bloodhound. If you don't manage to grab those digis,
Enak
you know,
controller.
you've always
Kayak
got
apa
that
deh?
guaranteed
Apa sih
scan
ini
to
no
go
senjatanya?
through those smokes.
Taking a look at what we have
Anjing
here,
gak
we
sih
see
dapat
Sentinels
senjatanya
bringing
cok,
this
hemlock.
high ground over
Astaga,
Dreamfire, who, by the
udah
way,
lama gak
went for
main.
a very quick rotation, rotating away from their POI of Countdown with amazing loot to work with. We noted that they have an L-Star in their possession here. Sentinels playing this much more passively with that slight high ground. They are running the Hemlock in the hands of RKN as well as
Suara
the
gamenya
Havoc.
kecil ya?
Zenile having
Ntar
that
gua
gold
gedein.
Evo shield as well, so that way if they want to try to engage but not try to overextend here, they could just resort to coming right back to this building.
Yeah, and that's another thing to point out. You know, the Hemlock. It's obviously
I love that weapon.
it's come out of the care package as a change since the last ALGS LAN we had, and a lot more people have been picking it up. Which, you know, as a Hemlock
Gigi
enjoyer, I
juga
like to
weird
see,
nih, Wir.
honestly. I think
Tim
feel
apa
like
nih?
people have also been working
MDY
out-
White.
They're going for the single
Kenapa
target
nama
gun
tim tuh
range,
aneh-aneh nih?
which you know, it's so deadly accurate if you are able to change the gun mode up there. Because
Keju.
honestly, if you're three tapping
LP.
and they're like,
Rata hal bos. Ya elah TSM masa tusun. Ya,
That was incredibly quick.
elah.
That was Dreamfire that we just saw in the building outside of the bridge.
TSM
where
nih
Sentinels
jago di
looking at
ini
them
doang,
with the
anjing.
quick
Di
rotation
Scream.
to immediately take over this building. It's the fight for this position because this is
Sambil
where the
sambil
circle is
makan,
going to
Mas.
be pulling
Iya.
towards that south side
Makan
of
apa, Yin?
Lava Siphon, where Dreamfire playing into their composition wants to be
Masa
able to
TSM
settle that
rata?
fight, start a fight, saw that fight
Jago cuman
happening.
Scream
They're
doang,
running a
anjing.
catalyst themselves, but
Goreng
with the
banget.
bunker down count that we're
Hal.
also seeing from Dreamfire, they're not going to be able to contest and fight for that
Kelele.
spot. They know that there's other teams in the area, so they're just
Ah.
going to be able to rotate and play more on
Oh,
the
udah
edge of
buka
where the
jam
circle is
segini
to be
pecel
playing.
lele.
Wow, that's certainly not the start we
Paling pecel
expected
lele
for
tuh malam doang ya?
Especially with our press.
Exactly, I was about to say, you saw those predictions from the caster. TSM probably the most picked team to come out on top of these groups. And yet they have fallen so early here. Look, it's, you know, it's group stage,
sekarang
it's
metanya.
game one, it's not all over yet, but
Tusun. TSM.
Dreamfire showing that they have
Mat,
no one to be
anjing.
trifled with.
Mama aku buat tuh.
Dreamfire is scary, especially with what they were
Soalnya
rocking
jam segini mana
already.
ada pecel lele.
Talked about them earlier, and now we get to tune into Optic Gaming, another team. Now, when you take a look at the results of scrims overall, just going into this
Parah,
tournament,
Mat.
has been
TSM
able to
tusun,
excel
anjing, jago
top
cuma
four,
di
top
scrim.
five very consistently out here. Not on the other
Dulun
side, as you could note, there is that team that's neighboring that building right alongside them.
Jago
Optic
cuma di
always
scrim
exiting out
anjing.
of XPOI with such amazing loot, and with the changes that we had over to this
Lagian di
side
scrim doang
of the
tryhard
map on World
banget
Edge,
dah.
not this season but previous, it's been able to allow them to
Gara-gara
work with a
Pami
lot
dukung
more
TSM.
loot.
Yo, what's
Season
interesting is like the circle
apa nih?
is
Season
going
kemarin
stacked, a
gue
little bit
dukung
over the
TSM.
side, and it feels like teams
Menang
have
anjing
sort of
TSM
hedged their bets
cok.
on where this is going to pull.
Gua tonton menang. Sekarang gara-gara gua nggak pernah main lagi kayaknya ya. Ngambek deh ini. Mi kenapa Raksia?
Alright, Sykes
Halo,
just
bro.
looking after popping the beast of the hunt. But with that catalyst wall over to their left, yes, that could help them out where it's
Tasir
blocking the
udah
vision
nggak
of
kepake
other
lagi
teams
ya?
that may want to
Udah pakai
engage in a
Bloodhound
fight,
ini.
but that also forces them to give that
Tasir
space
sudah
over to
tidak
start
meta
a fight
adik-adik.
here too. They used
Udah
up the
pakainya
catalyst veil and now they're
Bloodhound,
gonna
kalau
back
enggak
away. Pinging from the other side
ini.
is E6 also getting engaged in
Vantage,
another fight from afar.
Vantage. Apa
On
sih?
the outskirts of where we just saw Optic Gaming,
Yang
Slayers
Venom itu?
gets the first pick onto Yanya. Getting down here is going to be able to rotate right around Luminosity.
Bul.
Got the creeping barrage also activated too as they try to
Sikat bro,
slide down into the
itu lo
safety
banget
of
bro,
that
crack.
We have two different
Push
fights
nggak sih?
happening on this map.
Nah, gitu dong.
Smokes here, they
Emang
don't
dihasut
exactly know where
aja.
the other team is, just hoping for a hit to register and give them a little bit of info for that. Now they're going
Gas,
forward, they're
gas,
pushing
gas.
with the
Push.
catalyst wall here. They can dodge behind that to try and get some meds off if they can.
Oh, Regen masih kepake ya? Walaupun banyak
Satnam also in
leader.
the feed. That's the other fight I was mentioning. Extended
Ya
trouble as
goblok.
E6 also lose out on
Pengalurnya
Tyler.
tolol.
Dancing around the Dark Veil. I like the attempt, but you're building up that space in between yourself and the team that has that slight high ground. It's Go Next, Bambino, who's been rocking that
Go
fuse
Next.
since forever out here. But they have double blue, one white.
SM
Have to be
berapa
careful
ini?
playing
Duluan
through that
banget
choke
cok.
point, funneling that team from underneath. Again, they did start off with a good start,
Buh.
having that first knock, Fnatic
Buh.
engaged in this fight too. Nice
Itu crack
shots
bro.
coming out from the car
Sikat
from
bro.
Ruby-chan as they get that
Was,
first
mahal.
knock onto
N.
Wow, pop
And
punches
lumayan
popping
poin.
up all over the map right now.
Nice.
You can see getting the finish there on
Last.
Orain.
And poin.
Fnatic up here in Geyser. The ring has actually pulled up here, so this is quite an important fight, Vicky. Now, Sentinel's
Fnatic
pulling up
juga
through
oke
the
nih
choke from
kayaknya.
Big Mord to Geyser will be here soon.
Di atas bro.
Fight starting to wonder if they're
Push.
the house on the hill there is where they should be sitting for the moment, but Fnatic
Megi.
with that fight win and taking this
Tumben
one
banget turnamen pakai Megi.
incredibly important. That said,
Sir yang harus diarahin gitu kan feel-nya, iya. Sir sekarang tuh gak enaknya gara-gara dikasih delay gitu loh pas klik kanannya. Jadi orang-orang
The
kayaknya
follow-up.
udah gak pada
You
pakai
love
deh.
to see it, the 1-2 Scooby-Doo with the 30-30
Soalnya
and the
delay,
follow-up
dulu
too.
kan langsung tuh kalau
Umi-chan as well
klik kanan
giving
kan
some
langsung
help.
kayak gitu
You
loh.
talked about the Hemlock
Nanti
earlier.
keluar
That's also
kuning-kuning
another
bulatnya
heavy
itu loh.
weapon that some of these players prefer. That
Delay
30-30
sekarang.
makes you cry, especially
Banyak
when the
winner,
follow-up comes
udah
through
jadi
right
gak enak.
afterwards. They can engage on that knock nonetheless because there is still that team behind them. Need some extra loot here for them to work with before they try to see what's happening in the building.
Kalau Bloodhound kan
behind them
tinggal
for now.
Q doang
Also
kan.
noted, you can see it on the minimap where
Tinggal
the
Q
circle's
nanti
gonna be
ke scan.
pulling. It's the type of circle that has a very
Tapi
high
kan
to low
kurang,
ground
apa ya,
disparity. You could actually see one tappy in that building where that circle is going to be pulling towards. More so than anything,
Ini.
start a fight. Nice prediction on where that circle was going to be pulling them.
Ultinya
And
tuh
currently
kurang
see the
guna.
Motherlode being called in. Go next,
Buat
having the high
individual
ground
doang.
right
Kalau
here.
Sir kan
Playing on the
berguna banget.
outskirts of where this circle
Lu
is going to
klik
be
kanan,
pulling. I believe they're
Q
chasing after
kena scan. Ultinya juga kan guna.
And right
Kayak
underneath that
area
bridge
gitu loh.
is also Aurora, where they have to worry about as they contain the space of that bridge. They're
Kalau
going to
nggak
be
mau ribet ya
sandwiched
pakai
between
Bloodhound.
3 squads.
Yeah, Roar of course with a couple of subs
Tuh.
in the bag for them.
Kalau gua dulu pas ALGS anjing,
Oh, with the
apa
respawn
turnamen
there too,
di
with the
APEC
circle
Indonesia
closing in
tuh
on their back.
I mean, this is one of the other
pakai
changes.
ini
Apple
metasir
does
masih
not
enak gitu loh.
fast as it used
Pokoknya
to,
Sir,
but
Bangalore,
Get those
iya Bangalore
bullets through, man. They're chasing the zone,
sama
though. Element 6 may
Valkyrie.
have left this a
Kan
little
sekarang
bit
udah
too
ada
late now.
apa sih
Pace Winnie,
namanya?
the only one who manages to get
Kalau
back
dulu
in.
kan belum ada
Must
yang
be
buat
nice to have
terbang
that
gitu
gravity
loh.
lift to get you out of
Iya,
trouble
kayak
in a
tas,
situation
kayak balon,
like that,
balon.
so you don't have to play
Jadi
off that
susah
low
buat
ground that
rotasi,
he's been
makanya pakai
spotted.
Valkyrie.
And
Sekarang
oh,
Valkyrie justru
alright,
nggak
flying.
kepake
Blue
gara-gara
Fox coming
ada
out from the sky
epak
too.
itu
Deadbox
yang
falling
kayak
to his
balon.
feet. As he drops right down, he's going to be
Bang,
able to have
YouTuber
that shield
kah, Bang?
swap
Bukan.
ready to him. Thank you very much.
Bang,
Those
Bang.
was coming early, but having to get
Nyanyi.
out of the Nox gas. Right on the outskirts, but you can see the
Bloodhound
tip
cuman
damage
buat
coming in.
ocol,
They
ya
really
Bloodhound
spotted him.
buat ocol.
Aurora playing
Itu
off that low
kaum
ground
ocol
to
yang
buy
pakai
the
Bloodhound.
bridge. E6 get taken
Culun.
out, and it's Area 310 who are right below Aurora on this bridge to clean up that last member of the squad.
Yeah, desperate shots from K-Swinny there. Knew he was done for pretty much. Thought maybe, hey, he can take someone with him. Not to be realized now so many people.
Ini siapa sih namanya yang ini nih? Karakter ini apa sih namanya?
This is Riddle Order on the other
Prestige,
side of that.
Vantage.
Get through
Vantage
there.
bukan
He
ini, apa sih
clutches
namanya
up. Does he have time? I don't think there's actually anyone else near. The closest team
Bang, kapan
is
RT?
starting to fight at Grandma's
Kapan-kapan?
house, and they ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, they don't have to go anywhere. They've called out where the
Katalis,
circle's going to be pulling.
astagfirullah.
Plus, they have the high ground.
Anjing udah lama
Get
gak
this
main,
race, you can get
Cok.
this reset,
Katalis,
realize they got
katalis,
their blessings
iya.
after getting that last
Enak,
member, and they're
masih
bunkering
enak
down
sekarang.
inside this building with the catalyst that they're rocking.
Itu buat gantiin Sir sih. Lebih ke arah buat
You haven't had
ganti
much of a
insir.
look at Big
Kalau nggak
Ward
GD
so far.
buat
These are
ganti
the
GD.
next
Soalnya kan
teams
ultinya
essentially have to
lumayan lah buat
rotate. 100
ngikutin
Thieves,
gitu loh.
MD White currently sitting
Kalau mau
around
nge-push.
here. As you can see, MD White,
Q-nya juga
they're in
berdamage.
that caravan right now. So 100 Thieves,
Lumayan
they
lah.
wait for the zone to close.
Faktor umur.
Holding onto that
Bukan faktor
Gibraltar
umur anjing,
ultimate
gak pernah
here,
main lagi
so that
gua.
as soon as the other team pops out, they can get out. Now you can
Pernah
see
main lagi,
they're not worried
Cok.
about it. They can
Nah,
take the
kita
blue,
lah,
they
main
won't
lagi lah
take
ya.
shots in return. The other team having to blow the Gibby bubble here, and it's a nice.
Masih lama juga kan seasonnya.
Process there from 100 Thieves.
Yeah, it's the
Gua beli
option coverage
BP
there
cuman
too, just
kagak
so they
gua
can get their
jalanin.
insurance policy. Only thing is here while they make this rotation and they land from
Tuntun
the
kita
evac
main
tower,
lagi Apex
they're
lah ya.
not running a legend that would be able to get that
Lembut
scan
main
up in
Apex
the air.
tuh.
There's no Valkyrie to see which teams are right
Itu main
below them, but they
Apex.
found themselves a nice safe spot. They have the Bangalore so that they
Mut-mutan.
can take some time to breathe here.
Halo,
Get some
halo Ahmad.
cover, assess the
2
situation with the
bulan
teams that are
lagi ya,
currently
aman
around
lah
them
ya.
here.
Tuh,
Dreamfire,
main
by the way, is still inside that
seminggu
building.
aja
They
udah
have
kelar
not
kayaknya
moved
dah.
from there since they took out TSM earlier. In the
Faktor
feed,
skill jarang
Oxygen
main.
get eliminated, so does Ascend.
Iya, nggak pernah
12
main lagi
squads left,
Apex,
and this
guys.
is the importance of the Catalyst here. They are able to reinforce the door from the inside here, keep 100 Thieves out, while they try to
Apex
assess what
lagi,
they're going to be
bro.
able to do to rotate around this building, because they got to get into that next circle.
Jedar.
Push forward, but
Sikat
now
lah
have their
dalamnya,
backs towards
anjing.
Dreamfire once they exit out of this building.
Horizon ulti.
They're kind of weird right in these doors.
Mati
You
tuh
can
sumpah
actually
kalau ada
see
Horizon
through
ulti
them.
di
You
dalam,
might get
bro.
some info on who's on the inside there, how they're playing, but you do have to either waste some grenades or sit there and just melee the door down to actually get inside. So
MD berapa
just
kill
sort of
dia?
scoping out the surroundings first before they
Wah,
make that
ada
decision.
3 kill
MD White,
stealnya.
they've moved up from Big Mord here. As you can see, they found a nice little spot on the high ground here. They're just
Alis
above
sih,
Fnatic.
rata-rata.
But this is such a
Katalis
hard
ya,
spot
tadi
to
ada tim
rotate
apa lagi
from
pakai
nonetheless.
katalis.
You can see Aurora's in that next circle here. MDYY
Kan ada yang pakai loba anjing tadi, Cok. Guna banget ya loba ya.
which is so important because that was a spot that they were holding onto for a while, but it's
Berapa
actually
3 gak usah
not
malu
even
jadi
gonna be
tua
pulling. It's actually
anjing.
gonna be pulling slightly south.
3 mana
It's
gue
not, but
masih
it's a
22
fantastic
anjing.
spot to
Yeah.
rotate from
'Cause you're on the high
next.
ground.
So
Masih
realize
22
after
guys.
a big clutch up by Oberly have actually moved in there and done
Masih 22 lah, masih
what
muda
they
lah.
could not and
Umuran lah ya.
moved, start a fight from that position.
Keren
Amazing
tuh.
comeback there from the opportunity of
I'm stick nih bos.
being able to restabilize for real.
Tapi
And
beda
taking the
gua.
best spot
Kalau
with
kalau
these
main
wingman shots. The wingman
What?
coming in clutch for Reed. The re-knock comes in, Bane goes
Sikat,
out.
bro.
Aiden gonna be able to
Sabar,
get the
bro.
shield swap in as well. Reed just
keren.
out of his
Mahal.
mind through the
And
edge of
swap,
the
swap, swap,
dome.
swap.
Tries to get the finish, has to back away. The bank
Swap,
smoke
swap,
is just
Masih
being
tangannya dingin.
detrimental in this fight. He needs to back away. And
Masih
he
tangannya
does
dingin.
But the ring is hurting so much for Aiden to add in some extra pressure
mati
here for
lu.
Oxygen.
Gila Jonas sakit banget men.
Trying to get around there, but it's MD White who clutch up. I mean, wingman highlight clips in a dome.
Tapi main pakai stick beda sama di Valorant
Oh,
ya.
man, and he
Kalau
was
ini tuh
moving around the corner
movementnya
there
lebih
too.
kencang gitu loh.
MD White coming
Kayak
on top
Valorant,
from
apa?
that
Fortnite.
fight as the Citra Fronts.
Kalau di Fortnite kan
Seeing
masih
where they're
ya
situated
gerakannya
on the
masih
high
slow
ground.
banget
Slight
lah.
high ground here. They see the fight from right in front of
Kalau
them.
ini
They set up
udah
a
main
photo earlier, but
movement.
in the line of sight of another team, they're
Pakai
getting
stick.
beamed.
Nggak,
Now it looks like to be the
anjing.
30-30, and with an evac tower called in from Dreamfire, they drop down.
Berapa-
They see an
berapa squad lagi?
opportunity
6.
to maybe
Anjing,
clean
zona
up some
kecil udah 6
extra
kill.
KP to their name. Having to be
Tapi
careful.
dia turnamen nih gini nih, main zona kecil.
In his hand here, playing right through the Bangalore smoke from
Tuh
3MC.
turnamen waktu itu juga anjing zona kecil.
Dreamfire
Pas
playing
squad
around this
8 apa?
fence here. Oh, they've got to get
Zona
rid of that
akhir
black hole before it
8
spells
squad.
the end of them, but I
Tapi
think
seru, di situ
Dreamfire's
serunya
pushed
guys.
them into two
Warnya itu.
disadvantageous a position.
Dreamfire
Itu
out. We
serunya
got
main
4
Apex.
squads left.
Zona
Aurora
kecil,
still alive
squad
somehow.
masih banyak.
The Citra Fronts,
Beuh.
Fnatic as well. I believe
Dan
Aurora may
ini
be a
banget,
rat
Cok,
here
main
in this
sabar-sabarannya.
situation. With Realize being eliminated, Fnatic looking fantastic on the other side of this wall. The Citra Fronts are playing off the low ground. They're trying to inch forward and they're playing this as a
Ya
duo.
kalah dong dia,
Aurora
low
get
ground
called
ke
out.
atas.
That last member, Uchaku the Rat, gone.
Itu.
Now we have Fnatic as a full 3-man
Ah,
team
goblok.
and the high
Ih.
ground. Take game number 1 here.
Keren Fnatic nih bos. Merah-merah anjing begini. Fnatic tuh main buat warna merah ya, bukan warna oranye.
That's a big result to start off the day. The Fnatic fans are out here in full as the flags, the
Fnatic.
light up signs, the
GG.
jerseys in the crowd there.
Nih gue bikin polling ya, bikin polling nih.
Fnatic jerseys are
Kayak mana sih
fire.
bikin polling ya?
They look so cool and I
Next
mean,
game,
they deserve it 'cause they just pulled off an
apakah
11 kill
TSM akan
win in the
top
first game
berapa ya?
of the
Top
day.
10,
And this is a team
top
that I had
5
my eye
champion.
on because we saw what they were able to do last champs, where they were able to get 4th place.
Nanti
This
ini
team
ya.
is so strong with the individual members that they have to rock. Getting first place,
TSM.
on top of that here too.
Kita polling,
Love
kita
to
polling,
see it,
kita
but it's
polling.
also the rotation
TSM.
that they took to get to that exact spot.
SM
We saw teams
posisi
like
berapa?
Dreamfire hold down that building for as long as they could after they took that
Game
first fight
kedua.
that they won against TSM, being the second team to go out from the lobby.
Posisi
We got to
10
see what they
besar.
were able to do to counter rotate around 100 Thieves, and then we
10
had
besar,
Fnatic
5
come in right
besar.
behind them, finding the opportunity to retake that high ground when we saw Riddle Order trying
Champion.
to go in from the other side. So while a lot of these teams were so situated and fighting
Champion
in that
atau
high ground, they were
Tusun.
able to take advantage of that position, and we get to take a look at the fans
Nah,
in
polling,
the
polling,
crowd,
polling,
giving
polling.
their energy over to Fnatic, and what better way
Polling adik-adik.
to kick off the day here for
SM game
Bruce.
kedua nih ya.
Oh, they're going to be
Polling
happy.
dulu, polling.
Oh, even little plushies there.
Polling
That's
dulu
awesome.
lah.
I mean, yeah, as you were talking about, you know, that building was such an important part of that map, right? And
Tusun
TSM, they knew
anjing.
that.
Yeah.
Tadi
They
tusun
were
cok
there
game
early.
1. Ah, coba lah.
But look, why don't we have a look at the final circle here and see how this one played out? There were a couple of teams there in there to start
Tusun,
with. You
coba
see
kalian
Fnatic
bayangin,
actually
guys.
down the bottom at the moment, which is interesting because
Yeah.
they're not playing the Horizon pick,
Yeah.
right?
Percaya sama gue
they're down
TSM.
here, they don't
Ya
necessarily have that
minimal
gravity to just
game
get
kedua
back
nih
up and out.
5
So
besar
we saw
lah.
the pressure from the other side of this low ground. At first, it looked like 30-30
Lima
shots
besar
around. It
lah.
was that hamlock with the burst on to destroy the attempt of rotating off that low ground. But somebody else
Pemanasan,
did
TSM tuh emang
for
gitu.
them
First game tuh
with the
kadang-kadang
gravity lift.
tolol.
While that fight was happening, oh my gosh, look at the output from that drill there too. While the fight was going on right here on the high ground, this was realized getting taken out, and Fnatic being able to move in right behind the fight. Look at the amount of dead boxes at their feet, with Lecita France stuck on the low ground. In that case, they had also rotated on the low ground originally right before the circle had pulled to this
Gimana
side.
kalau kita
With
sambil
that
nunggu
right
sambil
corner,
main
so
nggak sih?
unfortunately,
Kan
they were
nggak
in a
sih?
very bad position, and Fnatic had
Coba
taken
buka dulu
advantage
ya.
of the beautifully gifted
Sambil nunggu
gravity lift by
game
the other team.
kedua.
Yeah, you can see there, Mad Bang using the riot drill to just push them out of
Sambil
cover.
nunggu game
And she's
kedua
one
lah.
of my
Biasanya
favorite
rada
picks to
lama.
play, honestly, and I'm so excited to see her getting some time on the stage here.
Biasanya rada
And
lama.
man, yeah, the thing that really interests me, Vicky, will be seeing if Fnatic decide to take this playstyle all the way into the
Biasanya rada
finals
lama,
as well,
guys.
should they make it
Kita
there. And
ini sambil
let's be
nunggu,
real, they're
kita
probably
main
going to
dulu.
be there.
Ya.
They are one of the best teams in the world, and they've
Exactly.
consistently made it there in the past. But this almost seems like exactly the kind of comp you want to play when there's 40 teams around here and you just want to push through them because you know you're better. You can ego child them, you can just get on top of them and bully them, right? That is the kind of composition that this is built for. But will it go the distance?
And
I'm not
will it
sure.
be consistent too? When you talk about this type of team, I see consistency, especially. I talked about their 2022
Minta main
results
dulu ya.
back
Ya.
last year. Just in the last split that we saw, they
Sama
got
aku
10th.
tusun.
So
Emang iya.
leaving out of split 2
Emang
playoffs
aku
and going
gitu?
into this tournament, they really had to
tusun,
put their mind
parah
what they needed
banget.
to do to stay consistent. Yes, this
Nggak
may
boleh
be group
gitu, mah.
stage,
Support
but they want to
terus,
be able to
support.
take the energy that they are being able to pull from today
terus
and
lah,
then
mah,
bring it
tersusun,
to the
mah.
rest of the week.
Parah
Great
banget.
first game right there. They also land on the north side of World's Edge,
Boleh
close to
gitu.
Epi and
Support,
Survey,
support.
and usually
Yeah.
split that loot. So they had to traverse through a good amount of ground when we saw a lot of the fighting
mah, boleh
happening
gitu.
by that choke point, not by Geyser, but going into that no-name spot north of Lava
Masa
Siphon
tusun,
by that
guys.
hillside.
Guys,
This is
katain
another,
tusun, guys.
you know, bringing up that drop spot there. This is another thing that we've talked about a little bit, where it's like Fnatic, they're such a good team. Why are they dropping Epi Survey? Right, it's not the best POI on the map, and we
Kita
wonder why they don't
nungguin
chow
sambil
for something
main
a little
Apek
bit
ya
better.
adik-adik.
Is it a cultural thing? Are they a bit too afraid to step on other people's toes?
Or is it
Kita fokus dulu lah. Ya sih. Trot. Kita main ya Trios aja lah ya. Sambil nunggu, sambil nunggu. Belum mulai. Biasanya agak ya sekitar segame lah. Game. Masuk tusun mah, jangan gitu mah, support terus support, oke? Supaya TSM menang. Gacor.
I know where we want to be. Follow me.
Pakai apa? Octane aja, Octane. Solo di duo. Mana emang bisa? Aku nggak ngerti settingannya. Oke, first time ya, kami main Apek lagi adik-adik. Gak ngerti gue main Apek, guys. Udah lama tidak bermain Apek. Belum, sambil nunggu. Trios aja, kita nyelesain BP ya. Imperial Hall nih, Kalau bisa gue gantiin ini, cuman nggak bisa.
Let's land here.
Ya let's go man.
Por favor.
Kurang kecil banget ya.
Here we go. Ready up.
Let's go. Ini nunggu. Enak banget nih pakai preset ini, no shadow anjing. Ini masih ada shadow cuman ya nggak terlalu parah lah. Bentar guys, game kedua belum, masih ngebacot testernya. Paling pusing banget ya main game. Guys, kok pusing banget main game ini guys.
Yo, got us some materials.
Astaga, pusing banget gue main game ini.
First blood.
Yang muntah. Pusing banget, sumpah. Pusing anjing.
1 minute.
Pusing ini doang. Keren banget. Pusing, gue pusing banget. POV-nya jauh lah. 110 padahal udah ya. Ini kok pusing, kayak deket banget gitu loh. Banyakan alasan lah.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
Crafting, but keeping focus.
Banyak alasan. Gak boleh banyak alasan.
The ring's close.
Apa sih terapi nih dia? Oh, lumayan lah ya. Mulutnya lama banget gua.
Quick ring update for you. We ain't in it. Got some. Must go faster.
Nah. Pusing banget anjing.
Hold on. Cracking.
Pusing loh. Bahkan main Fortnite jadi TPV gaming iya. Pusing loh sumpah. Berapa tahun nggak main Apex?
It's go time. Check it out. Care package coming in.
Oh, ada suara perang atau apa gitu?
Got some crafting to do.
Oh, nyari musuh ya bang. Nyari musuh kayak apa kek? Biar gua panas.
Optics here. Sniper. Lucky for you, I've got some extra supplies here.
Aneh gitu loh. Kok aneh gini ya main Apex ya?
Standard
Ini
stock
nggak
here.
gini amat.
Level 2.
Ini nggak gini amat gak main Apex.
Go faster.
Sekarang jadi pusing. Peluru pokoknya 300 guys, catat ya. 300 peluru rata ini orang-orang. Nah, kan orang nih. Itu gue main buat ngelut.
Care package over there. Let's get on that.
Biru memang. Main buat ngelut doang nih. Kali 3 bro.
Champ dead. Heavy is the hand that wears the bullet holes.
New kill leader. Show off.
Gak ada orang lu.
Backpack here. Level 2. Don't worry, it won't slow you down.
Reckon I can make a use of that.
Ambil kali ya.
Ready, set, go! Care package over there.
Lumayan mas. Gua cek lagi.
Helmet here. Level 2. Optics here. Mid-range.
Pusing. Pusing gua sumpah. Mana ya bang orang bang? Mana ya bang?
Let's go over there. I'm bored here. Rapido, rapido.
Nah, suara perang, suara perang.
Got a hop up here. Hammer point. Optics here.
Bang,
Close
ayo lah
range.
bang, perang bang. Sini, let's go man.
Bloody hell.
Someone's out there. They're far. It's go time.
Dari kiri.
We should check that out.
Already inside the ring, fellas. Next round's on. Spotted an enemy.
Dari kirinya ada man. Goblok malah nembak duluan.
Got him.
We could check out here.
Kok udah step dekat?
Enemy shield broken. Reloading.
Sabar bang, ada step dekat bang, sumpah.
Knuckle cluster out. Knuckle cluster out.
Oh. Wah, temen gua malah perang tol anjing.
Arcstar going long. Firing Arcstar.
Getting shot at.
Broke that enemy. Reloading.
Gaskin gak sih bang, dia crack cok. Knock.
Down one.
Red.
Charging shields.
Ya lah.
Being shot at.
Reloading.
I'm dead.
Semangat dah buat lu.
It's go time.
Tolok lagi men tuh ya.
New kill leader. Cracked an enemy shield. Reloading.
Jago ternyata guys. Jago lah ini.
We're already in the ring. Guess I'll run in circles for fun.
Jago gak sih?
Charging up my shields.
Kelihatan cok.
Sweet. Come on, compadre. Get up. Come on.
Mana man bro?
Patching myself up.
Enemy out there.
Mana sih?
Enemy over there.
Butuh peluru bang, butuh peluru.
See someone out there.
Bang butuh peluru bang. Mantap. Oke mantap.
Reloading.
too low. Babi kena bro. Cepet banget anjing. Itu bro. Oke, nice, thank you bro. Bro and bro. Nice bro. Good shit, good shit. I'm pusing. Oke, masih jago lah ya.
Rings around the corner and we've got 30 seconds.
Masih jago lah ya, adik-adik.
Charging on my shields. We've got company. 10 till ring closes.
Nah, ini orang mati, ini orang.
Someone wandered into our safe space.
Keluar dong bang.
Ring, moving now. Rápidamente.
Itu low.
They're not getting back on from that.
Nice choice.
Reloading. That one's out. Ooh, that's not
Nyangkut mulu apa sih?
care package over there.
No. Ayo rest. Dia pusing. Masa kalah sih bro? Masa iya bro? Behind you. Oke ente. Nah udah mulai belum? Belum guys. Ternyata belum mulai. Lumayan lah, gue berapa kill tadi? 1. Damage 1200. Apalagi sih ya?
Picking up 2 cells off
Udah mulai.
in these very quick fights at the start can change
Mulai
everything.
ternyata.
Look at this. He's got a
What
bat
the?
and 6.
What's happening? Getting blessed by the loot gods out here. I mean, it's
Kita
the
lihat
P2020,
komenannya.
but it's at least the best you could do. It's the best you could do when you literally loot like 1 crate and then immediately go try to take the high ground. Oh, he bumped his head on the top of the roof. Having to be careful with that gravity lift. They were going to go, but
SM
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Tusun ya katanya
With the
anjing.
sentinel shot,
Kelas.
knocking loot first. Right through the cracks of the window it looks.
Yeah, look at he's got it charged up here. The charge does run out. He's got to get it. But
Eh,
he's got the
Tusun.
wingman, not a bad
Champion 20%.
weapon to be having if you're going into these initial fights. Good shots coming out. The hip fire there from the G7 is enough from Mia
Gimana
K.
sih cara
And
nonton yang lainnya?
DSG go down again.
Kalau nggak salah bisa
2
deh.
times was
Oh
not
iya.
the charm here, but in this case for
Yes.
Red Order, it is coming out. Yu-Gi-Oh! With those senti shots, all charged up and ready to go after rotating through Climatizer, still having that.
Pop it, just pop it. We're not gonna need it
Oh
for
nggak deh.
sir. Just
Tapi
fucking
pas
use it.
gamenya aneh bang weh.
We wanna get
Ini bukan yang dari awal. Ini fanatik
Yeah,
kocak.
just fly in. We wanna get to the fucking high ground room.
Ini tim fanatik ya Allah.
They don't have beacon actually. They don't have beacon.
I don't see 3, they're crafting, or they're just sitting over
Bang,
there.
salah PSK bang, sumpah.
Take your evac.
Bang ini salah PSK woi. Imperial Hall mana ada kayak begini bentukannya anjing.
Okay, we just wanna play this side here.
Perhaps we shift our orbit this way.
Because eventually we can kill the team on the other side over here with a few.
Ya, semangat Hal.
Circle pulling
Nah,
towards
ya
Harvester
selfie
though.
dari timnya ya.
Teams like TSM with their quick rotation out of Lava Siphon. We're looking at area 310 for right now. They see a team out in the distance taking the evac tower. While we wait and we take a look at so many of these teams, let's jump into a listen-in from TSM presented by WD Black.
You can just start fuck.
So I need 2x.
Listen,
Got
I
2x.
yes,
I
I
have
need
a 1
it.
by 2.
I have nothing on my thing, on my 3030.
I'm 6 cells with 2 Phoenix.
Okay,
4-3.
I'm 12 too.
Mati nih, lihat ini SM deh ya. Tusun
They're low
bener-bener
vaulting over
tusun nih.
I have 50 heavy on a car as well.
I could drop you a stack, Jordan.
Can you pick up their S?
Yep.
Wide armor in the
right
death choke. Just start poking, just keep poking the side room.
Can you? I don't know if I'm gonna get a lot. There's a team below us now. They're
Okay.
reinforced.
Yep. Do that door.
I'm breaking that door off.
Kita
There's a
bro.
Lobos team. We need to be careful by
There's two
dropping
Lobos
shit.
team. There's
Go
two
man,
Lobos team.
go
There's
man.
one in that choke.
I only have a 2x on my scout.
Same. I have a 2x on my 30-30.
I have a 2x4 on my 30-30.
You know what side they're on inside mid?
No.
Can you
Just
queue
running
them
away
and I
from
just
my
start
queues.
shooting them?
I'm queuing now. I only have one queue. They might walk up.
Okay,
They just
EMP.
smoked us.
Dia walk up, dia walk up, dia walk up.
Might get pushed.
Ada crypto lagi.
All right, nice listen in here just to see the setup that TSM want to go for right before they decide if they want to engage
Dua
or
tim
not.
anjing,
But right now,
tiga.
they're comfortable just staying bunkered down with the
Iya, tiga
counter
tim,
that they're
berarti
running right now. But it's the information. You heard what I
Kan
was
kan
saying.
terjadi
We see
tusun
the double
tadi.
Loba team that's on the other side, a team that is playing for that final circle position. So that's why
Tiga
they
tim
deny
cowok di
themselves a
TSM
quick
anjing.
rotation while Exit engage on a fight.
Oh, looks like Exit are pushing in towards Aurora here. Fun taking a little
Brrrr,
bit of
enak tuh.
completely catches 9 Impulse off guard.
Hit him with the psych real quick before dipping away inside of this building. And he's got the gold extended heavy mag on that Hemi. Having to be careful. Other two teammates have now taken height on the other side. Eats the grenade
Mati dong.
right at his feet. Safety inside this building though, while Nocturnal's taking an off angle from the low ground. Not gonna allow for that res to even come out, but Oi Rain is trying to take a look at the positioning of where he's trying to finish off that knocked player here. They are going to be able to get that finish on to 9 Impulse while Oi Rain does pick up the banner real quick, and with the smoke grenade too, he tries to run away. But Uchaku falling behind, unfortunately, cost his life. So now we have that one solo player from Aurora trying to get away, and unfortunately it's not going to happen. Exet coming out on top from that team fight over here by Skyhook.
Skyhook belongs to them. Said it for the longest time. I mean, they were even talking about how Aurora sometimes will just make weird pushes at them. Well, in their words, weird pushes. I think Aurora just wants some KP, right? But Exet not going to let it happen, and once, and probably time and time again, I think we'll probably see that outcome.
It's also the prioritization of the survey beacon that is currently located in Skyhook, right?
Yeah.
So,
Mana
you know,
TSM nggak diliatin lagi?
yeah, and the crafter. So, like with the Bloodhound being there
Masih
too,
ada
yes, you
kan?
can only scan it once, but it's about the information of where everyone's already rotated. And with that information, if they haven't gotten it already, look
Wah,
who's
ada.
right there by the choke point right next to Exit. It's MDY White.
Nah, ada deh.
MDY White, of course, if they did hit that survey beacon, they would have, MDY White would have seen the ping.
Tenang TSM lihat ya guys.
If not, you know, they would have heard the gunshots probably coming out of Skyhook as well.
Ini dari
So
Twitch
if
apa YT
there's
bang?
a
Dari
good,
Twitch.
place
Kan
as
dari
any
YT
to
delay.
try and gauge
Kalau
if
dari
that team
Twitch
is coming from
enggak lah.
Skyhook, it is in that
Tipis-tipis.
tunnel. MD White, they have a poke, don't see anything, so they will fall back now. And
Kalau
the
dari
ring pulls ever
dari
further
YouTube kan
in
delay
towards
gitu loh.
Harvester.
I love the chants of the crowd, giving their energy to MDY White. Quick rotate while Sentinels engage in a fight of their own. It looks like LG in some trouble. Chivas are getting the res already. Nice arc star to at least block out that door for right now. Black Hole on top of him, tries to pull him into the spikes as well as the nade, but Sentinels playing outside of that space nicely, but it's wasting a lot of time for this engagement that they could have been able to take.
Well, if they've been playing control, you know, they've probably taken this fight 1,000 times, so they should know, you know, the routes, the avenues you can take to push in here. But LG, we did see them getting the res off there, and it's a full reset to push in and try and see if they can get off the back of this here. Just playing a little bit carefully through the smokes. LG haven't got a point to their name there. Looking
Sikat
to
bang.
change that.
Bang masuk dia bang.
See, the squad has completely diverted into that low ground building.
Coba kita lihat ya POP TSM. Ini ada nih. Sekarang facecamnya udah bener. Tadi tim mana nih anjing? Kita lihat POP TSM nya guys.
I'm not trying to risk taking any damage right now.
Enak tuh bro.
They have no meds.
Peeking again the doorway. They're getting EMP now. You can kill the guys underneath. You can kill the guys underneath.
Susun ini, mana ada, lihat ya. Ini udah 18, masih 18. Dia TSM nih gacor pas gini doang anjing, dia apa? Di scream doang, cowok.
Bro, this guy just one way. I can't even see him. I'm 5-2.
Sama late game dia mainnya.
3-1.
Probably have a digi, they might harvest
You can keep queuing them maybe on the low ground, but I don't know. He probably has a digi, yeah. Package going right down the middle of Harvester. What the fuck? A Kraber.
That, nobody's gonna grab that, not possible to grab that.
Ambil lah bro. Kraber nggak sih itu, ambil.
Double white armor in the choke. You can start queuing the guys on the other side. Come with me up. Like queue them in the corner here.
That way calls to
Careful, yeah, the low
Got
can
shot
see you, bro.
bro. Why is
They might have left that spot.
Yeah, I'm not hitting him. I'm 1-1 now.
I'm 5-2.
There's a team playing below them.
He's going for it. He's portaling for it.
Anjing, gila tuh setup Watson anjay. Mengerikan, bos.
There, no, you can't.
Okay, I'm 1-1. We cannot take damage. We have triple blue. We just gotta chill.
Yep.
What's your meds?
4-3.
I'm 2-2 there.
1-1. 1-1.
Drop him a cell, Evan.
Drop me something, bro.
I'm 2-2.
2-1.
I don't know if the Wraith got the fucking Kraber underneath or not.
Ngapain nembak anjing?
He portaled for it, but the Loba might have gotten it. I'm not sure.
Some Lobo should have gotten it.
Lewat nembak sendiri
I don't know where the other Loba is though. Where's the one in Harvester?
Assalamualaikum ya ahli kubur. Waalaikumsalam Ken.
It's fine. We just literally just hold the high ground with Fuse and kill
Ken,
everyone
kita main
underneath us.
Mobile Legend lah ya.
I have not 100.
Udah berapa hari nggak main nih? Seminggu apa?
They're still there in the other room.
Bang, halo Rel. Apa bang?
I have a lobby by the way.
Cok nge-stuck di sini anjing. Masih 17 squad.
Maybe.
Because when I went to queue them deep, like I'm just not hitting them at all. I haven't hit them with a single queue over
Kayak
there.
gini sih gameplaynya kalau turnamen. Beda sama ngereng ya. Ngereng mah gas saya anjing.
With the portal.
Beuh.
I'm popping a bat. It's a different race. There's two races on either side of low ground. I'm 2-1 now.
Gabut nungguin TSM guys. Udah perang-perang anjing.
Masih
zona berapa sih? Oh, ini 20 detik lagi jalan nih kayaknya. Iya nggak sih? Oh enggak deh. Zona ternyata.
He was right there.
I'm looking. I see. They're sitting in that corner up there, I think.
Zona ternyata guys. Ininya kehalangin ya. Kalian tidak bisa melihat zonanya guys.
I'm 2-1. I'm just like literally AFK.
Sini ada.
I'm not shooting unless I'm getting a kill.
Yeah, I'm like not peeking out at all.
Nah, turu bodo amat nggak bisa diliatin ya.
The queue moved. Their queue below us moved. That team moved.
This team under us is like barely.
They're on the height.
Turu nggak usah diliatin, biarin aja.
They're barely. I don't know if they're under us.
Kok jadi komentator Puh? Kita nonton Puh. Ini biasanya habis nonton kayak gini tuh jadi pengen main Apex gitu loh Puh. Gue nggak ngerti main Apex dah. Emang gitu sih. Apex rada susah. Gampang. Gampang aja Puh. TSM nunggu mati doang ini Mi. Emang iya. Lihat anjing. Nih tapi mereka masih dapat zona guys. Lihat tuh dah di pojok kiri atas tuh. Zona masih milik mereka sih. Dia tinggal nunggu orang yang jalan dari bawah aja nih. Nih nunggu dari bawah.
Look at that.
Itu sejak kapan jadi streamer komentator? Gak ada. Gak ada komentator. Anjing gua kan penyimak.
They might walk up our ramp, Evan.
Yeah.
You need to anchor this, I think.
Penyimak doang ini bang.
I don't want to walk out.
Gila Watson, lu lihat. Waktu gua turnamen waktu itu juga. Anjing, bayangin aja ya, Watson sama siapa namanya yang naruh gentong tuh? Siapa yang naruh gentong? Nah, pakai setup defense anjing, lu diras ya. Wow, kelar lu. Ngeri anjing sih setup defense kayak gitu. Watson terus yang gentong, terus mainnya sama Crypto. Wah, kelar. Dia caustic. Nah itu. Diras bingung. Lihat ya, TSM mati nih, lihat ya. Lihat anjing mati nih, di bawah lagi. Have no mats, I have no mats. Ya, defense cuma begini doang. TSM kapan nih ikut? TSM susah guys, ALGS bukan main anjing.
They're peeking southeast.
Yeah, I'm just kind of AFKing right now.
Yeah,
like
same.
not moving. Maggie on the other side. We have to worry about south.
Someone's flew
about
close.
south, guys.
Gila. Emang serunya main Apex tuh kompsnya anjing, sumpah. Kompsnya main Apex tuh seru tuh. Komps main Apex nih seru banget, anjing ributnya itu loh. Behind
us? I heard someone behind me. Over here, over the left. Guys, look south.
Look south. Open the door. Terus guys, itulah serunya main Apex tuh. Kompsnya anjing. Ya, lumayan dapat kill dulu. Oke, dapat satu. Itu tuh kepik. Kelas bos. Tuh kan. Peluru, ribut pada peluru. Anjing, nggak mati cok. Ih, enok itu. Oh ini POP-nya POP hal ya, cuman facecam-nya facecam si ini anjing Perfuls cok. Ya. Cabut aja cok, udah dapet kill banyak ini. Ya mati. Ya. Sisa satu. Ya. Tuh Sunde, dek. Berapa tuh? Ya, I don't have anything anjing kata terakhirnya tuh I don't have anything. Ente bro. Tapi masuk 10 besar nggak sih? Tadi dia ke 6 ya? 6 lumayan lah, dapat berapa kill tadi tuh? Kill kan hitungnya 1, placement ya nggak tahu deh. Beda-beda kalau ALGS. Main lah, ente lah. Dapat 25 kayaknya deh. Enggak sih. Kayaknya nggak dapat 25. Ini cuma 15. Ya. Dires anjing. Gila. Masih bisa ngeres. Lah.
Of exit, and now that they've respawned, probably in the
Again.
second best spot.
Res is crazy.
Man,
Some sort of weapon in the crate right below where Reed's is standing right now. Oh, he drops his cold R9.
Nice.
That's the homie gun right there. You love to see it, and it makes the most sense there too. It's Vayne at the end of the day, so you could look for your own smokes, but they're in some trouble playing off this high ground. The gold knockdown as he goes for the res here too. You love it as they're trying to Lucas on the outskirts as Dreamfire.
That's what we were talking about. The Dreamfire been holding this spot outside, and as
Sikat,
you
bro.
can see, where they
Ngestak
got
dari
that
dalam
back
itu.
it allows them to play that rock,
Ya
which is just
Allah.
a beautiful view of the entire battlefield as
Kena
all
net,
these other
anjing.
teams are throwing themselves at each other. Oxygen actually can't make the transition.
Oksigen baru, iya kayak baru lihat.
Start a fight in 100 Thieves to
ALGS kemarin nggak ada soalnya.
And I love the position that Dreamfire took to not even fully engage on the fight, because look at their position right now. They have Pride Rock. They're looking to squads that have to funnel their way outside of the building. They're not going to give away that position. Of course not. That's why they yeeted.
Anjing lihat tuh di dalam berapa squad tuh? 2, 3. 3 squad tuh di dalam anjing. Sikat bro. Ini bro.
Gonna be able to take
Was.
the on move here, start a fight, or out from this fight. 100 Thieves only backs on left.
Ambil armor or something like that. Oke, swapnya keren banget. Gila. Gila, swapnya kenceng banget. Ya udah, kalah lah yang di bawah lah. Tapi yang di atas cuma 2 ya. Oh 3 ding. Sikat bro, Valkyrie-nya low. Oke, nice. Nice. One more. Mahal. Gila, Dreamfire nih bro. Bukannya dia ini ya? DF nih, Darmawan Foundation. DF. Dreamfire Les Kumon. Emang iya? DF nih, Darmawan Foundation guys. Ini DF juga kayak baru lihat loh. Oh, udah lama ya?
Overlooking a Sen who somehow manages to survive after the chaos that was going down in that building. Thankfully, they had a Watson to bunker down. I love this team. Look at Rory. Take a little breather.
Oh, I need to know who's in that photo.
Paling ngendok ini ya kan, ngendok nih. Seru banget, nggak seru.
I mean, partly it's for the fans out here.
Dapat poin lumayan sih kalau ngendok, cuman nggak seru.
We're talking about the people who are in the arena. Oh my lord, dude, the Dreamfire, the MDY fans just go off. And
pertama TSM tuh sih, sekarang ke-6. Nih abis ini champion nih, kayak sama gua. Jadi TSM ngendok juga nggak menang nih. Ngambil posisinya goblok aja ke bawah, cuman dia bingung sih mau kemana lagi. Dalam udah ada orang soalnya tadi. Nah, biasanya kan main Valkyrie mereka tuh, cuman kan sekarang Valkyrie useless. TSM. Iya, TSM-nya ngalah itu. Bener. Bosen juara itu.
Yeah, okay, so here we're getting a look at Dreamfire. Okay, they see the Loba ult go down. They're like, hey, don't loot in front of us.
Mengalah itu, jadi udah lah ya. Kan tim-tim lain kan ikut doang nggak pernah juara gitu.
You can see 4 squads left. You know, they're just having a look. They know they're all clustered under this Gibraltar bubble, all just sort of stacked in underneath there. They don't want to give a high ground too much.
Mengalah itu emang kadang-kadang perlu ya.
But you know they're gonna have to deal with grenades with Kaku's coming out. There we go, a nice little finish.
Gila itu di bawah di ulti Horizon sih.
Doesn't quite hit, and at this point they know the other team's locked in under there, so they're just trying to find angles.
It's also funny because we saw the grief onto what looked like 100 Thieves where they had gotten hit with a Craver. Could have been like a hip fire shot there too.
Iya itu Valkyrie, lihat. Masih ada orang pakai Valkyrie anjing. Sudah tidak guna guys, Valkyrie guys.
From a different angle to try to sandwich Dreamfire, but Dreamfire was ready. Not only with their own split position that they took the previous fight in, but joining us with the pop-off, with the double game number 2, and being able to hold hands while looking to the back of that building and to the front in case they did try to split push that.
I mean, yeah, look, shout out to 3MZ there. This guy has qualified for LAN so many times. But you know, him and Peter didn't manage to get over until split 2. And it was just
berapa game sih guys? Kalau ini? Kalau perasaan 6 game ya? Apa 5? Kalau masih dari awal.
Man, I just really like the difference of pacing that we already have between game 1 into game 2, slowing down significantly. Partially because of the circle as well, because of so many teams sharing the real estate of Harvester, but also the area and how volatile that second to last circle was with all the teams at the funnel on the outside of that one wing of Harvester. TSM tried to engage on a send that had 2 players knocked, still was able to get the reset by the way, and still was able to get second place. That was also impressive considering that they were also
nih bang, gue juga udah merah-merah banget ini, siap bro. Gue merah bro.
All the chaos that went down there, Dreamfire knew a lot better than to try to engage in a fight like that or even take the high ground too early. That would
sometimes you just see those circles, right, where you just like, okay, there's like 12 teams in Harvester,
Yeah, bro.
one of them's going to come out. The other 11 are just done for.
Jangan
And
cute.
like, to actually navigate your way out of that, I don't care if you're Zero, I don't care if you're Hal, like the chances of that happening for you are not high.
Man, it's crazy. While we wait on the total score after that second game, I'm going to throw it to Peeps. Show us what you got, Peeps. I heard you got some friends with you.
What up, boys? All right, so we are live from the B stream here at the Resorts World Arena in Birmingham, UK. I got Wig, I got Greek. Boys, how you guys feeling?
I feel great, baby. Excited to be here.
Love that. Wig, how we feeling?
Good. Yeah, I'm good. Real good. Not tired, energetic, all good.
My man, my man. All right, fellas, we got a little bit of an interview here. All right, so we're gonna start hot, spicy, and straight to the soul. All right. Proudest moment in your life.
If for gaming?
Could be gaming, could be anything in general.
Okay, listen, we stay humble around here, but I think beating Prime TSM for an ALGS summer tournament was probably mine for sure. You know, we stay humble though, but we did beat Prime TSM. 18 kills on Pathfinder was the Apex Predator for that tournament. It's all good though.
I mean, some
Gak ada apa namanya?
might say love.
Apa tuh?
5.000 dari Fataf. Pesan, Dreamfire sambil dengar ginian pantas menang.
Dreamfire denger lagu Kumon. Happy tomorrow, like the color of the window, we will shine, we will shine. La 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 la. We will shine.
Bring success.
Come on. Bangsat. We will shine. Come on anjing. Thank you Pataya. Goblok. Kunaon. Kalau di Sunda itu bukan kumon, kunaon. Kunaon. Kunaon sia. Kunaon. Emang Dreamfire dari mana?
All right, fellas. Final question here, and this one spicy. All right, if you
Coba kita lihat Dreamfire. Dreamfire itu dari mana ya? Dreamfire. Apek. Ini dari mana sih?
I knew it, bro. If I was a bet man, I'd put my
Cina ya, Cina. In-game leader. Cina. Cina sama ini tuh negara apa sih? Taiwan. Ya dari Cina. It's Chinese Apex Legend Team. Dreamfire. DF ini Darmawan Foundation. DF. Darmawan Foundation. Banyak yang baru ya. Ini kan keluar. Dari 2022.
I'm laughing because I get to hear what they were saying.
Dua guys.
You could do better. I mean, you know what? I gotta respect the Ice Spice pick from Greek Genome. You know.
Yeah, but shout out to Mama Wig.
Dreamfire.
Absolutely, that definitely has to be content put out there from the future in the future.
Apa yang dibilang Kumon?
Being able to see their
Kumon dari Cina.
that they're expecting to take this chance.
Dari mana?
It's gonna be interesting because I feel like this is the chance
Jepang
where
goblok.
the stories will actually be determined. This is where dreams are
di
made, and we
Osaka,
get to take a
Jepang
look
pada
at
tahun
game 2, the match results after
1958.
Dreamfire took the
Jadi
dub with
metode
10
Kumon telah
KP to
menyebar
their name.
dari
I'm loving the double
20 negara
digits
di
on the
seluruh dunia.
scoreboard from our winning teams right now.
Jepang anjing.
22 points.
Big game there from Dreamfire.
Kagak yang les di Kumon kebanyakan.
To get the second, I mean, the thing I realized is
Tuh tadi TSM mana? TSM nih dia placement. Oh, dia dapat poin kill 5. Dapat placement dia ke 6 tuh dapat 3. Jadi 8 poin. 8 poin ya. Kira dapat kill banyak anjing. Kill banyak.
I'm not surprised too. Oxygen's a very aggressive team that likes to secure that KP,
Optic
and usually
Gaming.
I feel like they shine the
Mending
most
Optic
on
cowok tuh,
short.
lihat placement ke-7 ya.
We still have that one more
cowok.
game on World's Edge before we make the swap for our
Terkali.
final 3 games here in this group. Taking a look
Si
at
itu
the
nggak
second
main ya,
stage.
si siapa? Hit Watson itu di mana sekarang?
I know what Knock was saying in the chat. Anybody else want to contest us? They got 10
malah
KP
muka
to
gua.
their name, but not securing the placement points that they may have wanted when they had rotated to take that
Kepindah
second
poinnya
in a
anjing.
very interesting circle that was very limited on space that they could have worked
Nah.
already.
I mean, I think it was a fantastic call.
Muka lu kayak kadal, lalu. Nih tuh.
I think it was the right call. I mean, sometimes you just cannot.
Mana tadi ya nggak bisa dimundurin anjing. Coba kita lihat di YouTube nah.
Decide to throw themselves at you at once.
Nih, kita lihat poinnya di YouTube.
But that does help.
Kita lihat poinnya di YouTube ya, Bang Eci. Nah, ini kan totalnya ya dia. Kelihatan nggak sih? Nah, TSM 8 poin. Tadi tuh dapat berapa ya? Nih, tuh kelihatan nggak sih? Nah, tadi kan placement dia ke 6 ya, kan dapat 3. Jadi dia 10 aja cuman. Pokoknya 5 besar lu dapat 4 ya. Super dapat ketiga lah. 3 nih udah 7 poin, cok. 7 poin misalnya tadi ya dapat. Terus ke 5 kill. Udah 13 kill 12. Sekarang ke berapa dia? TSM dia ke 13 dengan 8 poin. Oke, nice. Jauh banget. Poinnya jauh banget 8. Anjing. Astaga. 8 poin, guys. Nangis tuh.
We need it. We need the energy for our old squad, our disguise squad coming in here. Fnatic pointing out the team.
Sentinel bawa siapa aja?
Smiling ready because we got some energy from the crowd to give them their energy. But before we get started into game number 3, it's the nice pan out for our teams. Getting situated and with their game face on. I love how some of them, get goofy, some of them just stone cold serious, just another day at work. But this is what I love the most about LAN. Take a look at Dreamfire too. We saw the pop off. They're taking pictures with a picture in their own hand, so it was a picture within a picture.
Sentinel siapa anjing? Nggak tahu, nggak ada pemainnya.
TSM, not an ideal start to the series for them.
Ketiga.
They found themselves in good spots, but haven't been able to keep other teams' grubby hands off them at times, unfortunately.
Siapa aja sih?
With Raven right behind him looking
Nggak tahu.
mafioso a little bit. Love it.
Was it a grey suit this time?
Yeah, it's a grey suit.
Yeah, interesting. I feel like the black suit definitely had more of the.
Sentinel ini kali ya. Player roster RKN, Cecil, Koiku, nggak tahu siapa itu.
Maybe he wants to cosplay as
Bawa lemon.
Raven himself. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Iya bener tadi tuh ada lemon. Lemon sekarang udah nggak main Mobile Legends, guys. Mainnya main ini sekarang. Main Apex Lemon. Lemon aja main Apex loh. Masa kalian enggak gitu?
I thought he was gonna roll out with some gold rings, coming in here. Gotta go fast.
Udah main Apex sekarang.
We gotta go fast here, at least in this final game on World's Edge. Let's not waste any more time, guys. We are getting set up here, getting started once again. Our last game on World's Edge before we transition onto Stormpoint for our final 3 games between our Group A plus
kita lihat
B
di ini ya. Yang ada tuh TSM 21 map, Fnatic, Loader, Exet, Optic, Aurora, Realist, Fire, Ascent, MDY White, Sentinel, Oxygen Discord, LTDF, Area, nggak ada. Zero nggak ada.
This makes me happy. This is what I was expecting. I mean, when you split Climatizer, you have a whole other building.
Gak lolos kali pas kualifikasi.
The little buildings in the middle that you could work with, and you could find some great loot in those buildings. Sometimes the
beda grup paling iya.
one over to the right that actually loot just
Paling grup
moved away
sebelah.
from.
Kan ini baru
You get that pretty
A sama B
consistently,
apa?
and now
Iya
they're
AB.
rocking with actual evil shields
Paling
to take
besok
this fight.
main.
Some weapons instead of one alternator or P2020 in their hand. So it's already a great start for Disguise to try to engage on this fight, taking it a lot slower, but you have to warn
Oke, game ketiga adik-adik.
Fnatic is right there by
Mari kita lihat TSM-nya dulu kali ya. Jangan langsung sini ya. Ini TSM-nya kayak mau perang nih.
We're gonna 2x4 for somebody. Anyone need this 2x4?
Actually, I need to.
Bang POP-nya POP halal.
Ready to go.
Ngamuk-ngamuknya itu loh.
I'm almost ready.
The little ship building, right?
Dia sekarang udah nggak ngamuk-ngamuk kayak dulu lagi ya. Pas ALGS kapan tuh, season berapa ya? Dia kamuk-kamuk mulu anjing.
Ready to go for it.
Oh my god, ran out.
Going now.
Kayaknya kemarin Mas Aceh di Sentinel. Iya, Aceh dulu ada deh pernah di Sentinel main dia ikut. Nggak tahu ya sekarang. Coba kita lihat Sentinel. Ada yang main nggak ya? Sentinel.
Team might apply for it.
Sentinel. Nah, kita lihat Sentinel. Ada Acu nggak ya? Acu. Nggak ada. Ada RKN, Senial, sama Koiful.
I'm 210.
Nggak ada.
1-4, 3-4.
Gonna balloon to Zen.
Tiket mana udahannya? Ini aja. Kita mau lihat dari TSM dulu aja kali ya.
He's flying north.
Nggak ada. Acu kan cuma buat streamer doang kan? Dia kan tadinya energi. Streamer energi.
Dropping 2 cells.
Nggak ikut kan?
Dropping 2x4. 2 cells.
I don't need 2 to 4.
I'm taking a 2 to 4.
Ini berapa buffering? Buffering kaget bro.
I don't have a light mag for you.
Shots at launch. I'm gonna put a Q
Bukannya dia direkrut buat streamer doang ya? Kalau Aceh itu. Dia kayak konten kreator gitu loh. Sama kayak si siapa? Mande. Di TSM kan dia dulu kan ikut gini dia ALGS. Cuma sekarang direkrut sama TSM buat konten kreator streaming doang. Jadi nggak ikut ALGS lagi dia. Timmy kemana Timmy nggak tahu kan? Kalau it's Timmy juga energi kan kalau nggak salah. Mandi main di Alien. Iya di Alien dia. Alien.
I don't think so. What if the team just like looks over me?
Kayaknya nggak ada di tim ini, di grup beda.
You should be fine. You shouldn't die there. You can check it out. Like you should be fine.
Beda grup
I think
kayaknya.
if we do it together.
Maybe I guess you and
You mean play like right where I'm at? Is this what you mean?
Timmy 100T. Ada nggak? 100T nggak ada di grup ini. Kayaknya di grup sebelah ada. C sama D. Antara C sama D lah.
Like I don't.
If you
had an SMG, you can keep it.
I have an SMG. Yeah, I have an R9. Another R9 right here. Just keep an eye on bridge, okay, Evan?
Yep.
Like, hard look at bridge.
100T.
Hey, watch
climbing up the stalagmite.
Listen, watch
ada nih.
something might pop like
100T. Cuman nggak ada Timmy. Gak ada Timmy guys, adanya Stewie sama Onmu. Nggak tahu, nggak kenal siapa itu dia. Ini kita lihat lagi perangnya.
On the Watson here, Aimbot still having the white evil shield too, but so
Di
many other
TSM.
teams are within this area of
TSM kan tim susah menang, bukan tim selalu mengalah.
Go next engaging on the
Tim susah menang.
Bambino is going to be able to get that finish.
Salah
Gets
arti
another
itu.
knock on top of it.
Tim
Tries
susah
to
menang.
leap right through the fence line here. Goes around on the other side, but they got this. Bambino's on the fuse too, so that's so much space being bought, so much more extra damage. Maybe he looks to see if he can get an evil swap here. Yes, he does. Free purple here, and they're also going to be able to get the res.
Om Deddy sekarang main apek ya, tuh lihat tuh.
They also got the finisher on
Bang Deddy sekarang main apek anjing, Deddy Komuser.
Slab there with upgrading the armor. That always helps out. Now they're going to start popping some extra swaps just to have them
Sampingan iya, daripada podcast mulu kan anjing, gabut lah podcast daripada ini kan mending main apek lah. Nyoba LGS.
Exterminator is looking.
Anjing.
One single player managed to get away, and it's Psychop.
Lagi bina basudara nih. Main di LCDF. Mendok anjing ya elah culun banget.
In this moment, they had the information on where the circle was going to be pulling, but now having to play this as a solo.
Oh nih bocah kumo nih, Dream Fire nih. Coba kali ya, kita lihat ininya apa, comms-nya Dream Fire.
Right on the outskirts of where LG.
Pakai bahas apa dia? Nah ini guys, kalian denger ya? Lu想厉害，lu 哪厉害？ Emang iya pu, main apa kita pu? Kagak ngerti ngentot ngomong apa di komsnya bangsa.
树木是有人的，树木的人很肥，听我说，树木的人很肥，他会怎么打？他会走发射场里面打着队，到时候我们可以去劝 ，OK？ 好，但是有一点，
Ini kalau gue ikut tim Dream Fire ya.
无损，所以到时候皮特，我们可能得 先开枪，然后你再大招吸，然后我们再给雷什么的打，或者你自己判断。然后
seandainya gue satu tim sama Dream Fire gitu. Siapa gue nih, misalnya lagi main.
OK。我身上雷有7颗，你们要不要？
给我来2个，拿不下3个。你被叫气球了，不知道。
什么意思啊？他应该是看到有个地方可以。
Bang musik anjing. Bahasa lu kagak familiar bahasa lu.
I don't know where the fuck they're gonna go.
They're going to in the dome.
Yeah, they're gonna probably fight.
Mau apa sih, Bang? English please, English.
Fnatic that early? No. They might hit from launch, yeah, but doesn't matter.
Keren anjing, ininya heirloomnya Horizon nih. Anjing, gue dari dulu gak pernah dikasih heirloom, cok. Fuck apek, fuck kata gua teh anjing.
There's no way zone, like, it's gonna end on us somewhere. They're gonna look to fight the tunnel for sure.
Please keep looking at the bridge too.
Yeah.
Always look at the bridge.
I can't see the far right. Like they could peek this, and I can't see them. I'm just looking at the cart.
Amat, TSM nggak pernah perang, guys. Ini lihat di sini ya.
Team is going to come towards them. So rather than just trying to shoot the balloon or take a more aggressive option, they lay there in wait and spring the trap at the perfect time. A clean wipe on Fnatic.
And it's the call out too of placing the grenade at the best spot once they had landed, because you know there's a slight little delay of startup once their feet touch the ground from that position. So being able to put that nade down, clearing up some of that extra space while also holding on to the higher ground was chef's kiss here for Exet. And now they're going to be able to call out where that
Exet juga sih Nocturnal bukannya ini ya, dia streamer.
Who's in the area with that team composition of having that Bloodhound. Meanwhile, take it to the skies. So Oxygen is going to be rotating on the side of Harvester. So many teams are on the north side of Lava Siphon.
Aidan the Destroyer anjing.
Playing off this low ground with teams that are already
Aidan the Destroyer. Kenapa ya nickname orang luar nih kadang-kadang lucu.
Right on the edge of the circle now. They pop that Dark Veil. They've got 1 minute to try and deal with some other teams.
Katalis nih berguna buat rotasi ya.
Might just be able to stop them taking too much fire from say DSG, Element 6 who are holding positions.
Area 30 nih pakai bahasa Jepang. Sama Riddle. Gak ngerti gua pusing dengerin anjing. Banyak yang pakai controller ya ternyata. Ini oksigen juga pakai nih si
That's where sort of I'd say most of these rings do end up shifting, but it's gone a little bit more north. We'll have to see if it comes back or not.
Also a position where I do like how it's split for TSM, where they're holding both angles, but it's an early position where if you play underneath the bridge too early, you're susceptible to getting pinched by the teams that have the height over the bridge, like Aurora, like Optic Gaming, that are going to make that rotation.
Kalau Bangalore
or the teams that are going to outside of Lava Siphon. So holding these 2 different angles also allows them to
yang kelihatan itu loh digital.
Enak banget. Aurora that do have the height right now on this bridge. Finding themselves in a very similar
situation. Ini si numpang lag.
actually.
Iya, di lag dulu anjing. Pada males banget.
Team on the other side of the bridge, holding that building in Lava Siphon. I believe that may be 100 Thieves. Gold R301 from dropped. 30-30 in the hands of
Di lag dulu guys.
All right, Optic. Winning this fight will actually be a huge boon. After this action slows down, hopefully we can get some footage of where this zone is heading, and you'll see why this.
Optik juga pernah juara kan waktu season berapa ya? Season 14 apa 15 gitu.
Koifus is going crazy by the way. Koi coming through for Sentinels as well.
Keren. Let's go man.
The gravity lift up, but a black hole and meet them on the other side. Trying to avoid the
Kemana lu nge-lag bang?
They're playing Ring Around the Rosie alongside not just the gravity lift, but with the zipline on top of that. That actually stalled Exit enough for them to call out.
TSM gimana? Oh iya TSM, kita lihat TSM.
They saw now.
TSM biasa main santai guys. Tapi ini dekat mereka perang sih, sebelah kanan. Sebelah kiri. Perang.
This team left this building, I think. I don't know where. I think they went in the launch site, like dome site or something. We might just have a free edge here.
Okay. We gotta worry about tunnel, Evan.
Yeah, I have a queue there.
They probably went the other way.
TSM main santai.
I saw them run towards balloon spot.
He just flew from one side towards stacks.
Yeah. There's multiple teams stack side, like 3 teams. just
Oh,
gotta
di
worry about
kanan
someone
ada
looking over
optik
us on
tadi.
height, okay? Just be
Yeah,
careful
yeah.
of that.
Di kanan ada optik. Di kiri nggak tahu ada siapa. Nah, di
Evac,
arah
middle
jembatan
second.
tuh ada optik. Jihan optik tuh kacamata.
People might land in the little black bins here,
This team's
okay?
flying towards us from middle side, Ben.
Yeah, look, get ready to shoot these guys that join.
Yeah.
They're landing above. They're landing on the bin spot.
Yeah, they're still watching our edge. I'm not watching that. Bro, there's literally nobody on our edge. Like,
Zona udah zona
Let's go check
berapa
zone
ini?
really quick.
Oh, masih gede sih ini zona harusnya. Zona
They're all
3.
fighting stacks right now.
Alright, yeah, our edge is completely clear, boys.
There's a package right there.
Mi,
That's a boat.
apa habis nonton gini pengen main Mi?
We cannot die.
Biasanya sih gitu ya.
Zone wrap from fucking tunnel.
I have a queue there, I'll
Jadi
know.
pengen main guys kalau nonton ALGS nih. Nanti lah main lah.
I think you should. Yeah, you can for now. Just wait for now. When zone starts to close, you should maybe back up.
Apakah aku akan comeback lagi bermain
As
Apex?
soon as we clear our back, we can start fucking everyone. Okay? Someone just jump down right here.
Sikat bro, open banget itu.
He died, man. Fuck.
Ya mati sama orang.
He wasn't even
Dapat
low. I thought he
kill.
was low.
Fighting the other side of tunnel.
Two teams that were doing well in the earlier games have died early.
Yep.
Bukan mereka main offline ya? Tetanggaan gitu loh, deket-deketan. Apa nggak kedengeran apa gitu ya koms mereka? Sebelahnya tuh. Kumon masih aman, kayak masih deh. Kumon masih aman guys. Bukan, nih mau perang nih mereka nih, lihat ya. Sung lệnh phổ vội không mà? Nó正常来总计哈，我正经哈，不楼了吗？不信，我开哈。Anjing lucu cok komsnya bangsat.
有格吗？没格。
有 apa？ 有 apa？ Oke. Nhiều mà lì ha. Tanang weh, tanang weh. Kita amat tahu guys. Mai. Itu low katanya gitu deh, gua translatein itu low push. Ini di depan sini cowok. Gasin guys cowok. Ayo cowok gasin gitu. Itu cowok di balik situ, balik situ. Itu di situ low banget anjing katanya. Gasin katanya. Udah gas aja anjing. Gas katanya. Wah ada rasis bul anjing. Kamu kayak gitu sih sopan kalau gitu. Kagak anjing. Ini aku berusaha mentranslate. Oke ganyang. Oke tusun dia yang nyamper, dia yang tusun ya adik-adik. Ini TSM juga daerah sini cowok masalahnya. Nih lihat ya. Nah ini TSM nih, daerah situ juga cowok. Ya udah tusun itu silang leuy. Dreamfire sudah tusun adik. Bocah kumon tusun. Biasalah itu kodratnya sudah champion. Terbitlah tusun. Sudah champion terbitlah tusun gitu adik-adik. Sikat bro.
No, they're not fighting anymore.
Nih, jangan bro, turun aja bro. Yona di sini enak nih soalnya nih bro.
Nice. Listen, they're gonna be safe behind this rock.
We need to play this fucking this thing.
There's someone got they can't play there either. Listen, someone can play behind here. They can play there, so we got to stop them from there too.
No, we cannot stop. We have to just kill them.
I'm just anchoring.
Yeah. I still have my ult. You need Oxal?
I'm at 60%.
Gila, lu lihat tuh zona akhir nih ya. Zona akhir masih 6 cowok.
They might just play high. They might not jump down. They're fighting on the tracks or something?
Yeah, see that.
Belum dapat kill.
Dude, under tracks as well.
Look west, Jordan. You look west.
6 tuh tadi berapa ya?
Look west, Jordan.
Dia 6 cuma dapat 3 ya?
Flying somewhere?
3.
On you.
Iya nggak sih? 3 poin ya? Ya. Dapat satu kill lumayan. Yang mati sih. Come on Hal.
Do we have a digi?
They walled on height.
I know. Imperial Hal ini men kayak gue banget nih.
They walled height.
Itu bro.
I can baby shield that team for you.
Wait. Is there people here?
I don't think so.
No, they're on height. They're just on height. Oh, Rush, swing on the right side of that rock.
Buh.
I'm gonna sell flash.
Mati nggak?
I'm watching our left.
Tadi sama orang anjing.
I did it.
Enak tuh. Buh. Kelas. Tapi nggak dapet kill, cok, sumpah. SM ini cuma ngelowin doang, nah dapet 1. Dapat 1 kill lumayan. 3 besar ya, nih lihat nih, champion anjing.
I have one big here. I'm dropping you big med.
Over there.
I think it's a solo and a full team.
Okay.
I'm gonna split this box. Watch the left side, please.
50 on one. One's on top. Select
He's on height.
Yep.
They're in the water. They might swing me.
Do they have a digi?
I don't have one.
I don't have one
One
either.
guy's swinging up top left. Up in the bat. Popping cells.
Just show for now.
Lah bro, bisa ini bro, dapat ini. Gimana kalian di tengah guys? Yang penting tenang ini, tenang. Tangan dingin nih, tahu gue nih. Walaupun tangan rada dingin ya.
I'm getting bowed, bro. I'm on a bat.
Listen, I can always if they split up like that, I can always walk through the wall.
Where's the third? The third is riding somewhere in a corner.
I think it's in between us and the other team.
He's bank smoking the loot. Oh no, I see.
Yang kiri ini tinggal nungguin doang ini.
One guy's left.
We don't want to shoot a solo.
Buh.
Kill this guy, Jordan.
Where?
Corner right here.
Okay.
Kill this guy. In the corner. Ih, itu crack. Net lah. Oh, enggak ada net anjing. DQ, terbang dong dia. Oh my god.
I need help, guys.
They have digis.
I need help. The solo still in that fucking.
One dude on high still.
Oh, itu solo tadi yang di balik batu.
They're trying to kill him. They're on him.
Focus on the team.
Yeah. Looking at height.
I almost have my Buzel.
Popping cell.
I crack one. Let's go, man. 1v1. Keren. Brrrr. Kuk. Edi, lihat kata siapa ini dusun? Kata siapa? Nah. Lihat TSM nih bos. Imperial Hal nih anjing menang. Dapat berapa kill dia? Banyak ya harusnya itu.
Fascinating reaction there from our split one playoff champions as well.
Hoki, palelu hoki. Tadi squad satunya ngendok anjing.
Why didn't we do this the other 2 games? You know, look,
Satunya ngendok guys, yang kiri tuh, kanannya open terus. Itu mereka perang duluan.
After our World's Edge portion of this series, and certainly,
Box,
you know, they
main lah ini kayak naik ke peringkat 10 nggak sih, kalau nggak 8. Tadi mereka keberapa dah? Ke 8 ya? Keberapa sih mereka tadi poinnya? Cuma dapat 8 soalnya. Paling naik ke 5 lah. TSM M-nya montek anjing. Gue bilang juga apa, M-nya itu mengalah. M-nya itu main. Tim susah main. Imperial Hal ya bos.
A push from a team that could have rotated from that south side of zone. We saw the likes of Ascend in that location.
Udah jauh beda lah gue main sama ini orang.
We saw LG Chivas also trying to rotate through there.
Ya nggak sih guys? Ya nggak Wir, gue sama Imperial tuh nggak jauh beda Wir.
Who had to rotate to the bridge side. Optic Gaming and a lot of
Jauh
trouble.
beda
So
Wir,
what happened to
gue
Dream
sama ini
Fire when
orang.
they got gate kept by Optic and Ascend on top of that. Sentinels with a comeback story for that final game. But nonetheless, still all the teams, including Xset, they had trouble rotating from that bridge area to where TSM held. There's a lot of open space between that bridge and those rocks by Geyser.
Yeah, we're also seeing a lot of those teams who are playing
jago ini doang dia, jago.
Get their dues, right? I feel like there's none of those teams really going
Apa M-nya itu mengendok? M-nya kan tim selalu mengendok. Ya nggak sih? TSM, tim selalu mengendok. Masuk Wir. M-nya mengendok. Iya, mengendok champion. Bener.
While being incredibly patient, poking from afar so that
Tim
way they
selalu
can be set
mengendok.
up for that
Kelas
final
Wir.
fight was also important. You don't want to
Mahal.
engage because if you overextend, not only do you give up that spot, but you're also giving free evil charts to other teams, and you're showing them where your position and where that circle
Mari
could
kita
be.
lihat berapa poin yang mereka dapatkan.
Right? So you got to remember, they're sitting in that spot by themselves. There's no death boxes coming around them generally, so you have to actually be quite patient and quite diligent in how you manage your ammunition and your resources at that point to make sure that you do have enough ammo to last you until that final fight where it all kicks off.
Yeah, it's beautiful to also see how this composition is working together, especially with that Fusey. Beautiful first 3 games that we had on World's Edge. I'm going to be tossing out over to the desk. Rain Day, tell me your thoughts.
Thank you so much, Genome and Vicky Kitty. Welcome to our analysis presented by PlayStation Tournaments. Big shout out to PlayStation Tournaments. Worked with them a lot over these last years, and so excited for them to help us spread the word on what is going on. What's been good in the first of 3 out of our first series. Of course, I am joined now by a new crew who's going to help explain and give you their analysis on the topics. Of
Mari kita lihat berapa poin.
As well, joined by Zephyr and
masuk deh ke 8
Everybody looking sharp here, gentlemen. I really, I'm impressed.
I feel sharp. Lumayan dari 3.
You analyze good. I think that's the metaphor. So I'm trying my best.
Everyone's going to get a great chance to give you their thoughts, and obviously throughout these games we'll have moments with these analysts and varying experts in Apex. But Bullet, I want to start with you. What did you see?
Mana tadi yang ngepot berapa ya tadi? Yang 20% champion. Itu gacor. Ada yang ngepot Tusun anjing.
Honestly, it was just beautiful composure from TSM, holding their spot in zone. They had an opportunity to go fight Optic, but instead they held their spot, they held their edge. And it was just beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. We kind of get into a situation with the grab lift there in the end. You kind of brought it up yourself, Bull, the composure to pull the trigger at the right time.
And this is in contrast to something that we saw during Game 2 as well, where you and I were talking, Bullet, about Riddle giving up their spot to go and fight XF pretty early on. Now that we have TSM retaining their position that is arguably a game-winning one, we get to see how that can play out in the long run. And this is, make no mistake, a risk to sit here because, as Gino was talking about on the desk, you're not collecting loot, you're not getting any additional supplies via this low ground spot, and it could all blow up in your face. Yeah.
Bullet, who would you rather be in this situation? Obviously TSM wins, but it looks like Realize have a little advantage with the high ground for a moment. What about you in your eyes as a pro?
I mean, Ugly had an opportunity to do damage. Unfortunately, TSM isolated him and just jumped on his head straight away. So he had no breathing room at all.
That was the determining factors effort they pushed as a team. That ultimately
Imperial Hall. Berapa poin? 17 poin, lumayan. Dapat placement sama dapat kill 5. Tapi masih kalah tuh sama Realis nih. Dapat 10 kill anjing. Gila, main ranked dia. Main ranked dia cuy. 10 kill Wir.
Starting off after 3, Realize as well. They have been in our top 3 throughout the day. Aurora, Optic Gaming, XSET. Another big overall kill game that's resulted in some points, and now with the fifth place to match it as well, rounding out the top 10 in this last game, 100 Thieves and Dreamfire. Now moving on to our bottom 10. Obviously this is match 3, but when you look at comparatively, there are some other teams that we kind of mentioned here that we were looking at. Notably Oxygen Esports, not a good start, or maybe hopefully switching into the last 3 games as we switch maps, but Dia, they've got the talent to be able to change things up as well as Riddle Order.
They do, and I mean, I spoke to Oxygen before the competition began, and a big part of this does have to do with them changing their composition in scrims. Up until very recently, they were running Seer, and just now in this past week have actually begun to prioritize picks like Bloodhound that a lot of other teams are favoring. So they're changing the style, the pace of their game to an extent, and that's likely what's contributing to a tough early start.
Zephyr, I'm going to bounce it to you. What do you think is the story overall after these first three? We've got World's Edge. We've obviously seen the tournament begin and these teams start off. What has been the tale of the first half?
Absolutely. You know, you talk about the big hitters that represent when we come into Groups A versus B, the Oxygens, the TSMs, and everything in between. But what really has shown up is APAC North and APAC South leading the pack here. Of course, Realize with a fantastic result in this third game that now presents them in first place overall, but we would be ashamed not to bring up Dreamfire, who has consistently performed throughout these last three.
They've been phenomenal in Bullet as well. I mean, obviously APAC, they have been chomping at the bit in terms of getting themselves in those finals, almost with a chance to win. Could this be it?
Yeah, I mean, look, APAC's recognized as one of the more aggressive regions in the game. You know, they just don't care. They just run at whoever they see in front of them. So, yeah, if you're in front of an APAC team, mate, they'll run at you.
Are you a little biased there?
Oh, maybe slightly.
We love to see it, though. I appreciate all the candidness. Also, I think XSET, TSM, you know, we didn't talk about them, but coming into Game 3, they had TSM specifically 8 points. Now they are in the 25 range. This is a team that always is in the prediction realm because of how consistent they are at, even if they're not starting well, having those big games that ultimately give them a chance to win.
Yeah, their macro is fantastic, and it's something that they pride themselves on quite a bit. What I'm curious about is as we prepare to transition maps, how the recent changes to loot are going to affect them more on Stormpoint than anything else. Raven was speaking about this earlier, but where Lava Siphon is very much a jack of all trades, whether you get good loot or not, at least you're in the center of the map. Wall is not like that, and it could turn into a Stormpoint that's a lot more swingy for TSM than the first 3 games.
Well, fellas, thank you so much for your thoughts here after 3. We're going to come back and have some more later on. But of course, earlier on in the week, we all get here and have a chance to talk to our pros and shoot a few pieces that we showed throughout the tournament. And a few days ago, we had a little bit of fun with fun, and I guess it got a little messy.
Hey everyone, I'm Hotsick, coach of the XSET Apex team. I think we have one of the funniest teams in the entire league. But today in particular, we're going to be testing just how funny fun is. He will be delivering one-liners to Nocturnal and Sykes, and the caveat here is Nocturnal and Sykes have mouths full of water, and whichever one laughs and spits water at the other one is the one that loses. Let's get into it.
All right, Doc, Sykes, let's get some water in their mouths and start telling these jokes. And we're done. We're done. Oh my God.
Y'all picked the wrong team for this.
No, definitely the right team.
Y'all should have got TSM.
TSM would have been sitting here just.
Look at this guy. All right, lock, bro, lock. I'm literally soaking wet.
Dude. Ready? Ready? Hotsick once told me to embrace my mistakes in the game.
He didn't get to the punchline.
I didn't even say the punchline.
I'm sorry, I just heard that in your voice in my head.
What did Fuse say when he jumped out of the supply closet? Supplies. What is the only thing that will shock Watson? Sykes making a smart play. Bro.
Why'd you
I don't even need to tell jokes, bro. Hotsick is so old. He still remembers when emojis were called hieroglyphics.
What the heck, man?
I told you. The mountains on World's Edge aren't just funny, they are hilarious. Dude, he's about to. Ooh. We're gonna need another water bottle. We're gonna need another.
We're gonna run out of water.
After I retire, I might become a garbage man. Teaming with you guys has given me enough experience with trash.
You gotta get knocked once, man.
Dude, I don't think we can get him.
I don't think I've ever seen him laugh, actually.
After many years, I think I'm gonna change my gamer tag finally. Maybe glove FPS? It's pretty catchy.
You didn't even get to the punchline, man.
That was, you're right.
Why'd y'all make me do this?
That's all about.
I don't think you need a referee to tell who the clear winner is here. Nocturnal taking it by a landslide, complete shutout. But one thing is for sure, is fun is really funny, at least to Sykes. Maybe not so much to Nocturnal. That's it from all of us at Exit.
Wow, I was not expecting any of that, but let's be real, I am so glad that I wasn't there, because I actually don't know if I would have spit my water out there.
I mean, Nocturnal held it together the entire time. Sykes could not survive that challenge to save his life.
I mean, look, they are always throwing memes on the timeline. Some recent notices. I saw some angry Gengar memes this morning when they're like, please do not mention us on the desk. But now we're up here in the caster booth, and it is fair game because Exet has been looking absolutely amazing.
And to be fair, I did mention them. I did mention them at the top of the show as my pick to win the entire series. They're close right now, but we are seeing some pop-off performances from other teams that we didn't even really get a chance to talk about. I mean, we saw Dreamfire popping off, Realize very consistent. Riddle Order was doing well. Like, and that's just the first map. Things are going to change once we head into Stormpoint.
I love that you mentioned things changing, so I would love to look at that map schedule as we are on the back half of our second moment, right? We're getting Stormpoint for the first time here at the Year 3 ALGS Champs, and as a look, we have Fnatic, your Map 1 winners, Dreamfire, your Map 2, and then TSM. They're, hey, showing up there on that match 3 winners, but it's all on the line here in Stormpoint. We're the first time seeing it, and we had some contests on World's Edge, and some of the teams that were contesting on World's Edge will be duking it out in the beginning. Aurora and DSG going at it for Cenote Cave, and you know, I'm kind of excited, but Aurora, even with a sub, has been looking impressive.
Which is crazy when you think about it, because we're just starting the entire event. They've got a lot that they have to adapt to here, and the fact that they're able to get themselves in a decent spot after the first 3 matches is going to bode well for them. But we also saw Fnatic, they took home that first game. Shout out to Bullet, calling them out. You spoke about them at the top of the show as well, potentially seeing
And this is where I saw a lot of Fnatic's strength. It was on Stormpoint. When I got a hold of their POV throughout the scrims, it's been so crazy. But let's get a good look. A and B, their drop spots. Riddle Order contesting on World's Edge. Well, hey, they're running it back and contesting here. It looks like DSG has walked away from the Aurora contest and is going to go for Riddle, but they are so strong. And LCDF going to Lightning Rod to take on Element 6.
Staying away from Fnatic, we saw them over at Northpad for a little bit there, but now this will be interesting, right? Because Riddle Order came out on top 2 of those 3 times. DSG didn't want it the 3rd time, but now they're going to have to decide, do they try to claim this POI and hold down Stormpoint?
Well, that's the important point, right? Riddle Order coming off of Split 2 playoffs, their focus was securing a powerful drop spot POI, and they are doing just that. Mostly Climatizer there for World's Edge, and if they can contain Launchpad and make them leave, this should be really exciting. And Yukio, at one point when he grabbed that Sentinel, charged it up off rip, that thing is so powerful, and getting that opening knock, I mean, look, a nice 3v3 off rip, it's all chance, but they're making it look beautiful.
That aggression was paying off in spades for Riddle Order. If anything, this is the time that they need to continue doing that, not only because of this map, but because of the stage of the competition that we're at. This is where you can be a little bit more aggressive, and if it doesn't necessarily go your way, they still have that cushion to continue through the group stage and continue getting points. I think that they really need to push that here.
Well, speaking of pushing, I know we're about to start our Legend Select here shortly, and I can't wait to see if we will witness any changes.
Game keempat Wir.
In on World's Edge, but what will be that wild card for Stormpoint? I'm expecting a lot of Bloodhounds to come through, once again paired with the Bangalore. And whether you want to throw in a Horizon or be like Fnatic and break out the Mad Maggie, that was pretty crazy, but it's going to be match number 4, the first one on Stormpoint, and as our teams lock into that dropship, I couldn't be more ready to see who is going to come out on top.
All of our teams flying in now, getting to those drops, and when you guys are able to see exactly where everything is panning out, this zone is going to favor a few of those squads that we were talking about, specifically the fact that Fnatic was able to get their POI all to themselves, but there is going to be a potential contest out of Lassite de France now. They left their POI.
Look, we said LCDF was going to be taking on Fnatic at NorthPad, and then we said Lightning Rod, but it looks like they went straight for NorthPad, forcing Fnatic to take the IMC Armory, kind of stuffed in between TSM at the wall. That is going to be a rough start for them.
Should be interesting to see how this plays out. We still have 100 Thieves and Go Next also going for that contest, seeing how they're going to pan out down there at the bottom. We've got a little bit of damage that was already dealt down onto Go Next as they back off and get some of those heals down, trying to hold off 100 Thieves. And we talked about this before we even came into this match. We were wondering if this specific contest was even viable for these two teams, thinking that they might not even bother going for it. It looks like they want to see what they can do at least in the first match.
Yeah, we've seen this being contested over throughout scrims, right? You get the crafting in the center of it, but let's go check in with Riddle, Order, and Disguise. Now, mind you, Disguised went down 2-0 and then walked away on the third map of World's Edge. So with 4 points coming into this, this is a critical contest for them. And with a knock on to Mia Kate, Doom coming in with the vault, and Riddle, Order has fallen. Disguise win their first contest of the day.
This is why we were wondering if they're going to continue doing it on Stormpoint. It's a different map, different gameplay. And DSG knew that they just needed a little bit of time to warm up, potentially take Riddle, Order out. Now we can see if that pushes Riddle, Order off of their POI, and if they kind of decide to separate based off those maps. Back on board now with 100 Thieves and Go Next. We lose Scurry. 100 Thieves now down to 2, backing off a little bit here. This is massive for Go Next.
But Bambino on the Revenant, we were talking about what was that wild card Revenant coming in with that recent rework has been crazy. Once they pop that ult, get the shadows around them, it's a little wild. And, you know, show off that side. That's kind of beautiful.
Looks
but
good.
I mean, I like it. 7 points, 17th place, and now 100T electing to kind of get out of dodge there. Scurry's not going to be recoverable, but on the Gibraltar, let me just tell you, you can craft a banner.
100 Thieves are pretty spread out right now as well, so they're going to have to do a little bit of work here to get themselves back with their third, if they can. At least keep themselves alive, checking in with TSM, winning that third match of the day. TSM getting themselves up here to start going for these early rotates. A couple squads seeing them, getting some shots in the air, but TSM are masters of this.
Well, let's chat about this, right? You see TSM, you know, the wall, they're already moving into NorthPad, kind of down here, playing the bottom of the Red Room-esque area, and a lot of our teams are making sure that they can get a foothold in NorthPad. Now, throughout scrims, so many of those zones did tend to pull to the northern side of Stormpoint. A lot of teams were like, hey, you know, going into LAN, will we actually still get northern zones with so many of them pulling ahead of time? And it looks to be the case. So Fnatic, Ascend, LCDF, Startified Esports, and now Area 310 are trying to make their way into that.
I mean, this is an area of NorthPad that all these teams should be very familiar with, so you know they're going to try to get here early as possible to at least hunker down, hold a decent position before anybody else can make their rotates in. A lot of these squads were close enough to get in there early and do exactly that. Start a fight now, having to fend off some of these teams that are pushing their way in. Not the best shields for Startified, so they're going to play this a little bit more conservatively, but at least set up with those fences and give themselves a little bit of safety.
So the Dark Veil, incoming Missile Swarm, and Oddly on your screen, utilizing the piercing spikes to kind of stave off that area, but with one already down, we just need to stave off the rest.
Now, Realize is a squad that I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on, not only because they had such a strong performance coming out of World's Edge, but this is the map where they typically get the majority of their points on as well. So if they can continue that for them, it'll be huge. Realize going out. Did I just curse that?
You might have. That was the cast curse if
me.
I've ever heard one. And now Area 310, they have the positioning that Realize was holding. Now, granted, Startified Esports is still kind of overlooking this vicinity, but with the majority of our teams, with 18 squads remaining, already making it through the choke points through checkpoint. The Down Beast teams have rotated in. This is going to be, oh no, not my team, not my team to pick.
Aiden, the last one alive right now, trying to hide, at least get some time to heal, knows that about to get pushed, and there's only so much they can do against Dreamfire, who've also been looking very strong. It's over for Oxygen.
It's a rampage, it's a Roy, and Oxygen has been eliminated. eliminated. And that's actually really clean, but I'm not really sure why we have the Trident out into the middle of the water. They could have been utilizing it to rotate up. Maybe someone got knocked out, they were trying to reset, and then Dreamfire is able to just step right into that positioning. But you still have to move forward, but now they get the Trident. They can utilize that as some extra cover. But we were talking about zones on Stormpoint and how great Fnatic is, right? I've witnessed them win a very similar zone to where Yuka is positioned. Yes, it's pulling just a little bit further to the northeastern area, but they were the ones that won this in scrims.
Now checking in with Optic Gaming. A squad that's obviously positioned very well to get in here early, only having to come through from down Beast. So they should be quite comfortable here. Comfortably looted up as well, 17 squads left, so they can kind of hold this spot for themselves. And this is going to be, I think, a slower portion of our first Stormpoint game of the game here when we get into the mid-game.
Well, you have to think, right? We're pulling all the way to the north. All of our teams on the southern side of the map, that rotation that goes straight uphill. At one point, 100 Thieves did drop all the way down to Shipfall, where there was crafting available. Whether or not they were able to get back to a 3-man stack, that's likely what was happening, but they had split completely running in opposite directions. And now Optic, utilizing the Trident to block the door. It's looking very subtle for them, and they just need to kind of go out and peek. You got Luskin, Sleep in the distance, but you want to keep apprised of where everyone is, especially, right? No seer. No seers.
And you know, we keep talking about how so many of these teams have moved their way into the zone early. Let's listen in with Optic Gaming and see what's going through their comms right now.
I can give you some here. I'd give you 31. I have 120 for our
Fuck, if we... I guess you knew, but that would have been some loot we could have played for potentially. Should I pop ult Excel, you think?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm at 26 on Bangle.
Get it back. A lot of shit going on. Like
come with me, not come with me.
1 second, I'm getting you done. Coming.
I want us to double swing this and see if we can insta kill a kid. I need 34 for perp, so I want to get it right here. Ready?
Yep.
Alright, swing.
Awesome.
Well, I guess we gotta wait to see, will he double swing it? Will he get that purple Evo shield? But everything seems very cool and concise with them, just playing for positioning, looking for some extra loot, while other teams are still focused on their rotate and kind of fighting alongside Edge as we kind of overlook the area south of Cascade Falls, a little bit to the west, jumping on board with Disguise, looking at Go Next down the line.
And I'm glad we jumped on with some of these teams too, because I was going to bring up the fact that we still haven't really talked about any of the squads that are outside on the edge. Lots of these teams having to rotate from the southeastern portion of the map to get up into this zone, not even close to where they need to be. Potential for them to run into each other. We've got 100 Thieves, DSG, Go Next, all in the same area, potentially looking at each other, and someone's going to have to make a move.
Yeah, you mentioned 100 Thieves. That's only one member of 100 Thieves down there kind of trying to rotate out. I'm not sure if they went for the res at the wall, which would give them a nice rotation, but when you have teams like LG Chivas and Xset still kind of lying in wait, when you don't have your full numbers, you know they're immediately calming. Look at our last member of 100 Thieves trying to get back to their team. That could be an ultimate flank. They would not expect that.
Impressive to be able to sneak past Go Next in the process as well. Got in out of there at the exact perfect time. And like you're saying, there could be a potential pinch going on up at the wall. We'll have to see what happens to LG in that sense, while Dreamfire looks to get a little bit of poke damage down here, while everyone is waiting to see how this zone is going to play out. As it continues to shift, anyone that's on that eastern side is going to have to consider how they want to make their slow move in.
Well, you talk about slow moves. We got a ring console just ahead of Roy, and he looks like he wants to see if maybe, potentially, he can get to that and get that information. But you see Fnatic holding that finger down there, and Roy from Dreamfire here. But you also have the team that landed here and pushed Fnatic out of Northpad. They're holding the high ground, and TSM, they've got the red room, which is a really nice area to play from, because you think of all the teams that have to jump down to push onto this, that they're going to get immediately third-partied, and it's not going to be good for anyone.
All right, it looks like 100 Thieves just wanted to regroup. LG not really trying to force that fight if they don't absolutely have to. And 100 Thieves, we were wondering if they were going to get back up to a 3. They did, and they managed to make sure that the squad was back together. So now they're going to take a safer rotate, go away from everybody else, and try to get through that small choke down there as we see Go Next and DSG continuously trying to decide who's making the first move here.
We usually talk about the Dance of Dragons, but it's the Dance of Disguised here, as they are now electing to hit that Valkyrie, take to the skies, and look forward to get over Go Next, get through the choke point. There's a set of 3 buildings throughout this choke, but the question is, will they take that route or will they go for a different? Oh, and it looks like it might have been a really peculiar decision, but they are going to go straight over Go Next, and you have to immediately get out of that hovering position and turn around, but not before Area 310 is running into a little scuffle.
Down to 2 right now. We see them trying to just keep themselves alive here, able to potentially go for that res if they're able to manage the damage as it was coming in. They've got lots of cover to deal with right now, so they shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But you know that any of these teams that's down low is going to try to push it the second they smell blood in the water, because there's so many teams, eventually they have to start clearing them out.
Yeah, start a fight. Luskin on the Valkyrie positioning, able to lose out on the shields, needs to reload, hit the bat, 5 seconds is needed, and he's able to mitigate the damage. This is why Bang is so important, you know? When you have 2 charges fully up, Sleep can go ahead and throw it down, charge it up, cover him while he's healing, and that's a knock on to Lemon, and Luskin is able to finish off.
Nah, halo, cek bro.
And this is why what we were hearing from Optic is so
udah lah ya.
because they were trying to figure out when the right time to take those fights where they were missed out on some potential loot there.
Nggak tahu kenapa suka aneh gitu loh.
Now it's too late to try and make those
Guys, ada suaranya nggak?
Finally making their push through
Nggak
that
tahu. Dari motherboardnya itu, dari si suaranya itu nggak tahu cok, nggak ngerti gua. Udah lah ya, yang penting ada suaranya sekarang nih bro. Aman. Pantes gue dari tadi ngomong ke OBS gua kagak naik suaranya. Jadi kagak fokus kan ini TSM nih TSM. TSM keberapa guys?
Path in the beginning of the game was completely chalked for them, but Yanya throwing the black hole as they push onto the bunker.
Trying to see if they can see into the bunker right now. Getting a couple of those nades inside. At least that
Mana TSM?
little bit of tick damage.
Coba kita lihat TSM. TSM masih begini aja, walking guys. Seperti biasa, TSM. PC gue nih harus di restart cok.
I think if a team starts like into us to spam nades on us, you just wall them off.
Yep.
Ada kan suara gua? Halo? Yes? Team, Wir? Ada suara gua nggak Wir?
Nobody else flying yet.
Care package over there.
Ada. Bentar. Yeah.
Why does this guy keep scanning us on fucking repeat?
Is that Doc team scanning us?
Yes.
What are we in?
We're hard chilling right now, bro.
Yep.
There's a team in both docks, right?
Yes,
yeah,
there was. Yes.
Well, they should just randomly peek us then.
Yeah, they shouldn't, but they can. And
yeah,
they're all still safe.
Yeah, Wir.
There's only 11 teams. There's also a duo somewhere.
Getting scanned by bottom.
Pren, ada nggak suara gue, Pren?
A team is going to play under here eventually.
Yeah.
Let's check out this area.
Wir, ada suara gue nggak, Wir?
Car? Back to the side.
Ada kali, Wir ya? Ada ya? Nggak enak cuk monitornya ini. Nah. TSM masih nyantu di sini ya. Ini ganti map, cok.
Listen, if they start fucking around in mid, I think it's worth for. I wonder if this team on the other side.
Ini map terlalu luas. Waktu gua turnamen waktu itu aja, kebanyakannya pakai sniper, cok.
Yeah, I don't know if that's worth it, bro.
Kebanyakan pakai sniper ini map. Sumpah, orang-orang pakai sniper di sini loh. Kayak marksman kayak G7 Scott, terus 3030, Sentinel, gitu-gitu aja mainnya. Mapnya soalnya perang kasih jarak jauh. Nah kita lihat yang liwar ya.
floor. Amu gonna fall. Scurry needs to prioritize healing, but the Mozambique was able to take out Yanya, and he turns his attention forward. Unfortunately, Scurry will go down and Ascend barricaded beyond, trying to throw out the dark veil.
Laswir.
This is what is so cool about them. Their
Ngapain keluar? Coba mending diam di dalam ya.
Infinitely. And you think back to Split 1 playoffs, this was your team that got second, right? They were so dominating there, and they are looking to find that form after kind of a mere fall from grace in Split 2 playoffs.
Yeah, and that was something we talked about a lot, you know, coming into this event. What will they be able to do? Can they
Gila pada
bounce
pakai
back after those
bangalor
Split 2
nih.
playoffs? Right now, they're looking very
Kan
solid.
ada yang pakai chest rifle. Emang di map enak banget, Cok. Buat marksman. Senjata marksman.
To worry about that edge play, but a lot of these areas have been taken, and a lot of those squads that have just been hanging out in the north, like you mentioned earlier, Fnatic playing it really well, Dreamfire not having to move much, are able to wait all these teams out.
I mean, Dreamfire has such strong
WD
positioning.
Black.
They got the zone called. Fnatic has to move, but not very far. But
WD
TSM
Black
has
udah kayak
found
ini aja anjing apa?
underneath
Hardis
still in
Hardis.
the red room between Dreamfire
Nama
and
tim kayak
Fnatic, and
Hardis.
CDF still has to make
WD
their
Black
way
anjing.
in. But the question is,
WD Blue.
Yanya, so nice
Anjing,
of you to make your
di
way
res
back
di
in after
tengah-tengah
getting
loh.
taken out by Scurry's Mozambique and dropped straight in to a Thermite. He's going to be able to shield swap, get looted back up, but with the Bloodhound coming in, they know what is happening. They can see the drop
Gila
spot.
di res
But
di
the fact
tengah-tengah
that
war.
this was able to even happen
Mati
is
lu.
wild.
That Trident in the smoke was so clutch for him to be able to come back and at least have the little bit of time to get that loot. LG now back up to a full 3 with that, all of those loot boxes around. That was massive in the middle of how many teams are currently around them. That
Mati
was
dong.
a risky play and it paid off.
Kan di atas ada chest rifle. Dalam juga ada orang tuh, Bang. Brrr. Lihat mainnya pakai stick ini nyantai banget main apa ya? Mute. Hah? Serius anjing? Ada suara gua nggak tim? Wir, nggak ada suara gua kau Wir. Jangan-jangan gue ditepu anjing.
LG trying to wait and see.
Ada suara gua nggak? Wir. Ada suara lu. Wah,
Everyone in front of them out to try and have a safe push into that
anjing.
next circle. Meanwhile, everyone that had moved in a
Kira nggak
lot
ada,
earlier.
Cok. Tadi cemas gua anjing mesti. Buh, gue lihat Q-nya. Kaget dia tuh pasti. Laswir. Udah. Ya, goblok. Bilang udah. Batu, masih maksa. Itu dia nggak nyadar belakang. Nice, gila. Dia nggak nyadar di belakang, Cok. Dia nggak nyadar di belakang, dia Wir, ada orang Wir. Coba kita lihat TSM. Masih ngendok aja nih TSM ya. Zona terakhir ya, kita lihat TSM nih ya guys ya. Catat.
You want to create more space for us. We don't get it out. Yeah.
You want to get them killed the fucking zone.
Kelas nih Wir. Champion lagi nih kata gua anjing TSM, Cok. Gua bisa sholat. Wangi TSM.
That's fine.
Anjing zona cuman gini doang ya, apa defense-nya depan sama belakang, cuman nggak tahu tuh belakang. Harusnya sih ada orang nih di kiri nih. Nah kan?
There's a team in the water too. They might have to move.
Shoot red room for us.
They put an evac tower down.
Shouldn't take that.
Tinggal nunggu depan doang sih, cuman careful aja belakang bang.
I think we have to go at your side.
One team might come down here in the red room.
Okay.
They're getting fried. We gotta run something. Break that.
Break that.
Yep.
They're going left.
Yes.
They just instantly kill one on the left. You ready to camel, Ivan?
Yep.
They're in the other river.
Ya teh ngedrop dari atas nih bang.
Right side height.
I think you're doing it now.
Yeah.
Wait, they're coming.
Oh, I said it.
Oh dia repenan ya? Tumben anjing pakai repenan, Cok. Jarang. Gara-gara semenjak di ini doang.
On me, on my left side. Look at with the door.
Okay. Where
Dapat nggak sih? Kok delay suaranya? Q dong, Q. Nah, itu tuh. Kelas. Lumayan, dapat kill gratis, orang jatuh dari langit, ay. Itu enak sih ini di ulti, cok, sumpah. Ini orang tinggal nge-Q, ulti, menang. Sumpah. Kan? I told you, man. I told you. Ih. Kami abis sholat. Bayangin nih. Kami abis sholat, TSM menang. Gila. Gameplay mereka tuh udah kebayangin gitu loh sama gua tuh. Kayak like literally itu tinggal nge-Q, tinggal nungguin zona. Kan tadi dia ulti kan ya, si Bangalore-nya kan. Ya kan? Bangalore ulti. Ya udah, tinggal mereka tunggu ultinya beres. Yona juga ya tahan sedikit lah ya. Tahan sedikit, tinggal nge-Q. Horizon ada ulti. Lempar ulti, rata. Basic ini, gini doang. TSM S-nya Sumbayang. Udah M-nya tadi mengendog. M-nya ngendog anjing. 2 kali ya champion ya. Dapat berapa kill tuh, lumayan tuh. M-nya hoki, palalu. Mana hoki itu udah terbayang guys gameplaynya. Gue tuh kayak tadi tuh terbayang. Q, ulti, jebret, beres, champion. Gue liat TikTok juga lah, live lah. Dapat berapa kill ya guys tadi TSM ya? Tadi tuh yang terakhir, tadi kan dapat kill tuh gratis 1 ya, jatuh 1. Cuma nggak tahu tuh yang lastnya dapat berapa. Oh 4. Placement point 12. Berarti dapat 16 poin nggak sih? Placement kan 12 ya. Kill 4, 16 poin. Mari kita lihat. Dia ke berapa? Ini yang ngalangin ya, kayak poinnya nggak sih? Ini di sini udah kebayang banget ini. Dapat orang jatuh. Lu lihat nih. Lihat nih pas zonanya tipis nih. Ada orang jatuh anjing dari atas, coy. Nih yang di depan sini nih di kanan. Pluk, dia jatuh. Tuh. Itu orang apes banget anjing. Itu orang apes yang gak ketolong. Dia main Bangalore di sana jedor-jedor udah enak tuh. Tinggal Q. Tahan dikit walaupun rada pedih zona akhir. Bukan pedih cuk. Ini kalau telat dikit, meninggal. Wih, 3. Oh 3 ini si Hal ya, sama 1 tadi yang jatuh ya. Teman-temannya goblok nge-kill anjing. SM let's go. Let's go man, udah 2 ini champion. Udah 2 champion Del. Ya kali nggak let's go. 16 poin tuh kan. Nih biar kelihatan, Nah. Main lah. Tapi ini orang gila juga coba kill 14 kill. Gonex, bocah kumon main dapat 13 poin. Tim D, timnya si ALGS Flash Blackhand. Nggak tahu tuh siapa ALGS Flash siapa. Gue nggak tahu Del, nggak ngikutin sekarang. Jet Plus, siapa Jet Plus? Indopret. Oh, Indopret. Dulu kan Dewa. Ada Dewa United. Ada Dewa United, coy.
I think that after we saw some of those contests as well, we'll have to see how they end up going for the next.
Ada Dewa United, coy.
Left on Stormpoint because it was not Riddle that won against.
Ini last game berarti ya? Game kelima kan? Apa nyampe 6? Nih poinnya nih. Tuh lihat. TSM 41. Beuh, beda 6 lah ya. Lumayan, Cok. Lumayan, Wir. Dreamfire sih oke banget anjing. Gonex. Gonex sih dari tadi dapat kill banyak mulu. Tapi nggak main placement dia. Lumayan lah ya Wir. Sampai sahur nih ALGS. Mata lu yang ke sahur anjing. Tim ininya apa? Grup C sama D-nya kapan? Del. Gue nggak tahu jadwalnya, Cok. Gue nggak tahu jadwalnya Wir. Jam 8. Jam 8 sekarang. Gaskin lagi Wir, nih gue geser lagi Wir. Gaskinnya Wir. Jam 8 sekarang kah? Oh. Mau lanjut nonton kah Wir? Wir mau lanjut nonton apa gimana Wir? Penasaran sih grup C, D ini ada apa aja, Cok. Gimana Wir? Mau nonton gak Wir? Ah, nunggu pula 1 menit anjing. Aduh. Nunggu pula ini 1 menit. Wir. Kayak mana lah? Lanjut lah ya. Ya kali nggak lanjut. Lanjut nih. Oke. Jam 8. Berarti sekarang kan beres nih sekitar jam 7 lah ya. Ibarat KT beres jam 7. Terus lanjut jam 8 ya. Ada sejam lah ya buat ngapain kek. Ya nggak sih Wir? Main ML dulu nggak sih sejam ya kan? Bener gak sih? ML dulu lah. Ya nggak sih Cu? ML lah Wir, ML dulu lah. Sayang Cu, ini apa? Charlotte kelarin doang ini. Mau rank ke mau klasik, ayolah yang mau mabar lah. Ya nggak Wir? Ambil nunggu. Ber 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the Apex Legends Global Series.
Lama Wir. Wir.
What's up everyone and welcome back to Birmingham, UK, live from the year 3 of the ALGS Championships. We are in our first matchup, groups A and B, duking it out, and we are just underway, about to enter match number 5. I see those Dreamfire fans lined up. You know, it's really cool. I got to talk to another member of Dreamfire as well early on Media Day yesterday, and they were so hyped. It was 3MZ in particular, which I know a lot of people talk about that meaning sandwich, but he actually said it. I was like, I almost didn't believe you, but you know, it's fine. I do love sandwiches. I do. But a Watson!
Oh wait, these are great.
Those are the best cosplays I have ever seen in my
Ini
entire
cosplay
life.
siapa?
Like, it's so good.
Wir yang kanan cosplay siapa Wir?
Fantastic fans in the stands. We have seen epic.
Yang kiri kan Killjoy. Yang kiri cosplay Killjoy, yang kanan cosplay siapa tuh Wir? Yang kiri cosplay Killjoy loh Wir. Yang kanan cosplay siapa tuh Wir?
outside as they were building together the Resorts World and kind of getting it decked out for Apex. And I was like, where's my girl Watson? Well, that's because she's in the crowd. No, she's out there as well, hugging the cute Nessie. And if you haven't seen, guys, there are gold Nessies in the merch store. If you saw me walking around 5 gold Nessies earlier, please don't judge me. I will be giving away one eventually by the end of the week. Just come find me maybe, or actually don't, because I don't want to get swarmed for my 1 gold Nessie.
If you saw Tiff, no, you didn't.
You didn't see me. Vicky had a blanket though, bro. She was walking around with a blanket earlier, and I was like,
because there's really cool merch available. I need to go and do my own shopping trip, I'm not gonna lie.
Yang karena yang itu cosplay siapa, Wir?
And I'm so excited to see this as we get underway. Legend Select, will we get another Revenant? It is to be held.
Iya.
I saw Lou dabbling with Revenant, but it looks like he's gonna lock in
Warit.
Yuchako going blood.
Kayak nggak ada warit skin gitu dah. Ada ya? Rampart anjing. Mana Rampart? Oh iya, skin blonde. Oh iya. Gue punya itu yang itu tuh. Iya, goblok banget anjing. Udah lama nggak main. Tolol. Lupa cok anjing. Udah ada ya? Ada. Aduh guys, jangankan skin yang itu yang botak. Pasti banyak kan skin botak kalian punya kan, ha? Warit tuh. Culun kali kalian. Anjing, last game ini ya. Game ke-6 kan ini, terakhir. Kelima. Game kelima. Last ini kan? Apa nyampe 6?
Sniper material, and you could essentially stay up there, poke and prod, but Riddle is electing to double down from the backside of Launchpad, and there kind of is a little bit of supply bins over there, but once again, LCDF and Fnatic, they're essentially forcing Fnatic out of the main area of Northpad.
We'll have to see how that plays out for LCDF and Fnatic. I'm interested to see how the contest goes, if it happens at all between Riddle Order and DSG now, because this could be a really solid position for them to fight over to start off, then do that rotation through to get to the next zone. Obviously, LG phenomenally positioned as well coming out of Fish Farms. This is going to be another potential fight also as well for Go Next and 100 Thieves. They're all in such a solid area. They're going to want to fight to nail it down early, not have to worry about people pushing into their position.
It looks like we're going to have a stalemate between Disguised and Riddle Order as Disguised takes a bunch of the loot from Launchpad, hits the rotation out, but not before we run it back for Go Next and 100 Thieves. And Omu going to fall and backslide with trying to get something sneaky through the window.
Wingman anjing langsung meninggal. Ya tuh Sun langsung kamu deh.
Gibby Bubble is forced down, but time will tell. Bambino able to stay alive even with 1 HP of health, and now this allows them to push
Ini flatline yang gue pengen anjing.
Can't scurry on the Gibby, clutch it up.
Flatline keren. Rata cu.
Bambino.
Just America.
They knew they had to push because now they have a priority position when it comes to this zone. They're going to be able to hold this as well as not have to worry about too many teams around them for a decent amount of time. It'll also allow them a very, very easy rotate to where the next zone will likely shift. So this is a huge, huge play for Go Next, especially taking 100 Thieves so early.
That's a power move right there for Go Next, and I love every minute of it. Now Riddle Order are making their rotation, but Disguise, they're just playing a little bit of ring around the rosy as they look for that IMC armory, but Disguise has already once again taken it. Riddle has to keep on moving, 2 whites and a blue shield, and now DSG.
TSM mana TSM? Nonton TSM dulu kita. Kudu.
I dropped the blue.
Is it 100?
TSM masih nyantai, cok.
I don't remember if I crafted it. I'm gonna check.
TSM terakhiran gitu loh munculnya anjing. Orang-orang udah rata baru muncul dia.
I think there was a purple one in the bin unless Jordan
I grabbed it.
Okay.
There's a white one here.
I got that white one.
I have a blue and a purple. I can give you the blue one. And take the white.
Sure.
You can craft my armor once.
For my hard
keep going.
Yeah.
Extended light magazine here. Level 2. Oh, dibs.
Grab the blue one then.
Yeah.
I have fully kitted.
Lu denger nggak? Kalian denger nggak sih suara napas?
I still have a flatline, so if you see a hemlock right there.
I don't have a digi.
Napas sih. Iya, dia anjing napas dia tuh.
What did you say you're looking for?
Kayak tegang gitu loh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a digi either.
Mic-nya ditelan anjing dia ya. Itu tuh, kedengeran nih.
I have skull piercer and like purple attachments on both my guns. I can
my
fuck
R3
anybody.
is maxed. And I have disruptor on ulti.
I still have 115 mats.
Okay, we can go cascades and craft like bags and shit and helmets.
Yeah.
Craft your helmets.
I don't have pokes, so I'm gonna
Kenapa sih ganggu banget anjing kalau gue satu di sama dia orang kayaknya.
I guess we're gonna have more crafting now.
We have 1 evac.
Yep, save that.
We doing spiders?
No, I don't need it.
Nah, I don't think we need to. No point.
Taking spider.
Actually, it would allow us to all craft purple bags.
I don't want it.
No,
I don't want it.
I don't. I don't want to waste time crafting. We want to be going in the zone.
Down with that. Plus, if we're going to tennis side, we can
Yeah,
always
I
craft
actually don't think we even craft it. We just fucking go to zone.
Okay.
Ama ya. Map luas
We can
soalnya.
save. I think we save our evac, bro.
Yeah,
so
I know.
we can like
we
go
are.
here and like evac around towards Gale if we have to.
Yeah, we are saving. Someone was shooting cascade balls.
Nggak perang-perang TSM nih. Sabar ya, kita lihat yang lain dulu. Yang perang.
Actually pushing into the very last moment. MDY White. I had a chance to talk to Feiju yesterday as well, and they were talking about the journey from the kind of just coming into it, right? In Split 2 playoffs, they're like, hey, we're kind of a relatively unknown team. Like, what are you talking about? Your entire squad is out there hyping you up. Your fan section goes crazy. People want to see you succeed, so I hope they bounce back quite strong coming into the last match of the game. But as we move further into the Shitfall Gale Station,
Ya, TSM ketemu exit nih. TSM ketemu exit nih. TSM ketemu exit nih. TSM ketemu exit nih, bro.
I'm on the roof.
Underneath.
Las.
I don't know where the last guy is.
He's gone, bro.
Finish other guy. Did we finish other guy?
No, he's over here somewhere.
Look for him.
There's a bunch of bodies here. I got 303. There's so much shit.
Checking the spot.
Purple armor on me. Grab this.
Grabbing it.
I'm trying to hold us.
Grab all the bats and shit.
Yeah.
Grab all the cells. Grab nades.
Don't loot too long.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
Can you smoke me right here?
I'm ready to go as well.
There's an ulti on this guy.
Grab this 5 line or the 30 actually.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go.
I have so many fucking bats, bro.
I have only 2 bats.
4 bats.
There's 3 bats on this
Lebih
guy.
tadi kena kehap kita. Iyalah, mana paten?
Enlightening rod.
Cita lah, boleh lihat sembarangan ta.
We've been here for 20 seconds. We've got to go to Thunder Watch and immediately start crafting, and then we'll eventually make it out.
Gak kayak lu, mata lu. One clip gua kena nih.
I mean, not to mention they
Kena kalau lagi mood banget.
continue finishing that rotation all the way down towards the bottom.
Keren anjing di mobil gue.
Optic who just get themselves out of that zone as well. They have an easy rotation path in front of them, but not once they hit the edge of that zone. To get through some of those teams on the side, we watched OXG go in there before, we watched Sentinels go in there. They've been holding down that western edge of the circle. It's going to be potentially a rough push for Optic.
I love this. They're not taking the Trident all the way in. They're gonna hit the
Nah, sekarang Valkyrie ini nggak kepake gara-gara ada inian. Jadi sekarang kurang guna nih Valkyrie, cok. Kasian.
Where do we go? Throw drop down first, smoke and dodge, baby, because you got to get into cover.
Apa tuh tim apa nih? Aidan the Destroyer, anjing. The Destroyer. Aidan nih bos, orang Indo itu anjing. Perwakilan, cok.
Perfect spot for the time being. Now, should that
orang
end
Indo,
game decide
itu.
to shift kind of more towards where Go Next is positioned, that's not going to be really beneficial for LG because they're going to have to stave off anyone that's rotating from the northern side of that while worrying about.
Masih zona 2. Habis ini Pornet. Nggak tahu.
An end zone that does not have a lot of
Makan dulu, lapar.
early, so the ones that got in there, obviously LG perfectly suited for that just based off of their drop alone in fish farms, but
Lap gini doang udah berapa jam nih? Berapa jam guys gue lap gini?
to the next circle once it does shrink down to there, and should be
Kok
interesting.
di OBS gue baru sejam? Emang baru sejam ya?
Western Edge now play that.
I mean, look,
Oh, yeah.
I really do love Gale
Bisa
Station
emang baru sejam?
shipfall zones. They can be so unique as TSM has made their way. Maybe doing a little bit of final crafting, get some bats for the next
Berapa
step
sih?
of their journey, because this is still in an area 310 will be
2
the
jam
next
ya?
just in front of them that they will have to fight
Iya,
through.
2 jam, cuk. Tapi kok di OBS gue baru sejam 11
Have
menit.
made their way into the next circle. Just on foot, though. They didn't do anything a little dramatic, but it's working out really well for them, finding some space, and Dreamfire still holding such a solid positioning, because you think on that right side of Shipfall, that was the good call, right? Because
Lama
the teams are
kali
going to have to
ngendoknya,
rotate
Bang.
towards them that are on the left side.
Almost all of our squads have at least gotten themselves into that very first ring. I'm worried about Knock as the rat on XF being super far behind everyone, having to find a position to be able to hold and play while Optic Gaming starts making a move, holding that bottom floor and seeing if they can at least coexist here for a little while.
1 bat, 12 cells. He had a Moby, so I'm just checking it out. We've got the gold alternator. Look, let me just tell you, I was like ready for disruptor rounds to come back for the longest time, and the moment
Mana TSM nih, nggak kelihatan anjing.
you were talking about.
Masih ada nih. Nah, tuh mau perang nih ya. Perang nih, guys. Perang, guys.
I haven't seen anything north at
Oh.
all.
Lihat suara napas. Oh. 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 Iya, suaranya delay dari sananya ini kalau POV tim masing-masing emang gitu.
Nope.
I haven't seen anyone.
Nobody on our edge.
Oh.
We still have to watch it though.
They have double blue armor in this building. We can just kill them.
Gak seru delay di sana nontonnya.
Where are we rotating? And when that pull happens, man, that next zone is going to be absolutely perfect. We were talking about Knock and kind of his traversing of the lands throughout Storm Point as a solo, able to kind of focus on healing. Does have the 30-30 for poke damage, but you know how like he was able to just lock it in the fun FPS, not necessarily being super funny piece. Well, he's got to lock it in now, and so does Area 310.
Already down 1 player, 2 left.
Anjing ada Bang Lemon.
Keep themselves alive.
Ada Lemon, guys.
Will draw some
Udah nggak main Mobile Legends ya. Main Apex sekarang.
Two different teams. We've got LCDF on one side and I think TSM on the other, so it could be a little bit of a rough push as I see that TSM right on top trying to feel out the situation.
That was crazy. Reps and Verholz did get caught in that Crypto's EMP, but Hal was able to not get that. So they're starting to move into position, setting the trap so where they can just
lihat nih TSM nih, bro.
And immediately third party this engagement.
Cabut dia nggak mau party katanya cuy.
That damage in and not force anything that they don't have to, opting to rotate away. Meanwhile, on the other side, Ascend in a very rough spot instantly.
Ya, tusun Acen.
I don't even know how that push began, but Optic able to get a little bit of a recovery here and claim that space and loot.
So think about what was happening there with Optic. They were underneath a Shipfall, right? They flew in via the evac tower. They hit the Dark Veil, pushed to the front buildings of Shipfall, and just kept going. And that's what LCDF is
Elsar.
Fire on the L-Star go, and Area 310 has been eliminated. We have 16 squads in this Shipfall Gale Station area that are making their way in, but they need to take out all of the teams on the northern edge. But you remember, right? TSM hit the rotation early, and they're just going to focus on gatekeeping.
All right, well, let's jump in with TSM, see what they have to say, what they do this fight.
Mari kita lihat, mari.
Come back. We're taking the fucking evac.
Come back. We're taking the fucking evac.
Get off your Horizon Q.
Can we land high? Can we land high? I think we land high for free.
Yep.
Mati gak sih dia ke atas, Cok?
Look forward, I have no idea.
Horizon crack!
Horizon 30 push.
Anjing ada yang kena, Cok. Weh.
I got a bat, I'm one shot.
Pop himself.
Ya,
they might queue up. Get ready to queue up. They might queue up.
I'm popping a med kit.
I waste on the Horizon ult. Waiting for the queue. Get ready for the queue.
Nyet, suara denger napasnya deh.
Down that Horizon.
Denger deh suara napasnya.
You gotta smoke that, Jordan.
This is either south as well as in a terrible
spot. I don't have any
smokes
right now. No smokes right now.
Get ready for the queue. Get ready for the queue, please.
Yep.
Yeah, blood on bang.
Is there a team on that ping?
Nggak pas lu, bukan, pas dia anjing.
Okay, they just jumped down. They just all jumped down right here.
Don't worry about that. Worry about them underneath us, please.
I know.
I have 2 arcs. You need? Arc dust. I'm good. Burn it.
They're getting shot.
Well, at least Hal said please, and the offering came through. I have 2 arc stars. Would you like them, Hal? TSM though, they've got Fnatic
Susah sih mereka open banget anjing di atas, cowok.
But the fact is, Fnatic was able to regain and stabilize with TSM flying immediately on top of them. But talking about
apalagi ini nih satu rumah
and Sentinel still in that
di atas ditunggu lagi. Lah dia ngapain? Dia ngapain? Dia megang steam beacon.
That was actually a prime opportunity for Sentinels there because Aurora had been fighting Optic before
that. Dia megang steam beacon, kocak. Nggak bisa di dalam. Apa bisa sekarang guys kalau di dalam guys?
Now they know there's a couple squads in front of them. Still also off to the side will be that Fnatic TSM standoff, and one of them's gonna have to make a decision. If
Bocah Kumon apa kabar? Bocah Kumon nggak tahu deh. Coba ya.
Annoying third-party situation.
Yeah, well, as we look at the map, you have Sentinels go next, Fnatic TSM.
Ada nih Bocah Kumon nih masih main, cowok. Usah falling. Seru banget anjing, nggak seru. Nontonnya nggak seru, rusuh. Ini nih. Seleb dia modar. Gimana nih? Ya elah. Nih lihat deh. Ayo. Kita lihat Bocah Kumon.
I know.
说王在被你长长了，
没有了，照身上。
丢
了，雷也要皮的。我在打，全部一批啊！我也要。
Keren nih Del, kopsnya Del.
行。没有镜头位，你们可以换我体吗？我要看情况。行，我要看。别点了，换我了。我再看。
Translatein bang.
我有。
Ini translatein ya. Oh di sana ada orang bro.
我看点10秒钟刷切。
Buru anjing lu tolol. Smoke, aing smokein ke sana, aing smoke katanya. Oke, sabar aing battery ya katanya. Ini aing smokein lagi anjing. Nah, maju bro. Jangan mati katanya. Tolol. Gimana musuhnya anjing? Ini harap aing cina goblok. Kalem siap goblok. Ini deket gua ada anjing katanya. Bentar katanya ini ngasih lu Jo. Kalem katanya. Gue kiri ada, kanan ada bro. Oh di ulti Bangalore katanya. Di pojok. Krek. Sabar berlindung katanya. Anjing lucu banget. Artinya Bang Del tuh Del. Masih langsung salah. Katanya diam goblok, Di dalam ada anjing. Mau kah gitu katanya. Di atas satu katanya. Tungguin aja katanya bro. Iya. Tungguin aja, sabar katanya. Sabar kita menang katanya. Wah, siapa tuh?
5.000 dari Fataf. Pesan buff Dreamfire.
Let's go Dreamfire. Tuh langsung champion anjing nih Bocah Kumon cok. We will shine main. Nih lihat nih. Bocah Kumon udah dikasih lagu ya, langsung anjing gacor ini. Sebentar katanya gue lagi mantekin nih anjing katanya. Dia katanya ulti. Udah katanya. Udah ulti bro. Mana? Knock 1 katanya bro. Gacor. Ulti lah anjing. Lu sayang banget ulti. Ulti bro. Bangalor. Sumpah. Nah. Tinggal lihat kanan. Nah. Watadah. Low. Brrr. Bocah Kumon nih bos. Las ya katanya. Lasnya di sana. Kalah cu. Oh gila bocah Kumon nih bos. Gila si Optimum Prime. Gacor anjing. Gue kira bakal kalah cok. Ya Valkyrie malah gitu. Valkyrie malah terbang guys. Nggak dapet momen lah buat nembak. Padahal low anjing bisa kalah mereka tadi. Ente bro. Valkyrie ngapain gitu ya? Gacor nih. Bab Kumon. Makin jauh cuk poinnya anjing sama TSM. TSM ke berapa ya? Kedua kayaknya dah. Masih kedua dah. Asian player gacor. Iya ngeri anjing di rank keteng ngeri cok. Kami dukung Fanato semua. Jauh ya poinnya ya. Keren anjing bocah Kumon nih. 15 kill. What the fuck. Dapat 27 poin anjing. Nih guys nih. Nggak kelihatan ya kalian. Tuh. 27 poin anjing. Gila. 15 kill. Lu bayangin ini 15 kill. Gila 15 kill cuk. Asian player nih di rank keteng meresahkan ini. Energi main di mana tuh? Si Sweet. Grup Brana beda kayaknya, bukan grup AB ya? Kayaknya antara C sama D deh Sweet nih. RG Sweet. Di Bekasi, Palau Bekasi. Ini bisa kalah cuy mereka nih. Cuma tadi pada misah ya mereka.
Dabbled throughout our teams, and as they keep moving forward, they grab the last elimination onto LG Chivas and set their sights forward. But still, despite all the contesting that DSG has been going through, this is a beautiful finish for them.
Ini yang satu ngeplank.
I mean, no one jumped the gun too early. They all had such phenomenal patience to try to make that right call. It was just those dark veils that ended up kind of working for and against DSG in those final moments. And then
gila 27 kill, TSM cuma 7. 27 poin. Kayak main ranked anjing Dreamfire nih. Kayak main ranked coy. Parah Wir.
lot of eliminations when you play
Bocah
such a
Kumon
quick
kan main
zone
anjing.
rotate like that, only getting one, but they were able to get a good chunk of placement points. And
Ngeri.
TSM, you know, despite that rotation towards the end on the top of the rock,
Disguised
landing on Fnatic and putting
DSG.
themselves in
Anjing logo
such a
cuman gitu doang ya, DSG.
that was just tough in general. And mind you, they're coming from the wall all the way
SAF
south,
eSport
similarly to
tuh
like
cuman lilin loh.
those teams that have the
Kayak simple gitu loh logo-logo luar nih.
been set up in zone since I don't even think Sentinels had looted before
Oh,
LG
ada
Chivas took that building.
Riddle order. Itu cuman smell gitu doang anjing. Kalau masuk ALGS sih logonya titik keren ya. Ada sayapnya. Beuh. Mahal anjing, itu langsung dibeli desainer. Itu 100 Thief nih, tusun mulu anjing.
It's tough, but the group stages, they are a brawl, and if you are going
Optic
to
Gaming.
test on day one, that's
Nah, tuh kalian nih lihat sendiri ya. Oh. 48 jauh nying. Beda 3. Gitulah. Berapa itu? 20-an ya? 24. Berapa sih? Beda 20-an. Jauh nying. 20 sekian. Jauh banget. Jauh cowok bedanya.
Can't believe it. It's just day one and all of the action is already unfolding and now
Kocak.
I'm just like, what's happening? I just see the most beautiful Dreamfire signs. Do you remember
Dreamfire.
with the light up signs? When
Beda
I
jauh.
talked to Dreamfire yesterday, I was like, hey yo, we're gonna get one of those
TSM sulit mengejar. Coba dia tadi nggak tusun. TSM kedua lah. Kedua juga tetap ini yang kalah kill.
to do around here. I'm going to throw over to Peeps because he was making his way through Birmingham, checking everything out.
What up, everybody? I'm Peeps. I am here at Resorts World Arena in Birmingham, UK, all right, where ALGS Championship is going on.
Ini nyampe game keberapa sih? 5 ya? Apa 6?
Where we have a bunch of activities, a bunch of great snacks, and I'm going to show you some of my favorites, all right?
5 apa 6 nih? Kalau 5 berarti last.
You win these for free by filling out the passport, all right? And anytime you fill out the passport by doing some of these activities, you get a chance to win one of these Nessies or one of these other prizes. And I'm going to show you guys how we win right now.
Gak dapet nih, goblok nih pasti nih. Ini kalau gak dapet tolol. Langsung dipecat nih anjing. Wah, itu mah disetting gak sih? Disetting itu. Disetting anjing. Biar kagak ini aja. Biar kagak malu. Settingan. Gue pernah main di time zone juga kagak pernah dapet anjing. Di time zone gak pernah dapet gue main game gituan. Rekaman nih dia nyampe 100 kali ya di retake. Retake nyampe 100 kali anjing. Retake 100 kali guys.
Talking about making people jealous. Well, I'm already jealous because I'm horrible at the crane gain and now
Kayaknya masih ada one more deh. Soalnya playernya masih duduk, cok.
Because I want more Nessies. I told you I only got 3 gold ones and I don't
Game 6, cok. Setahu gue tuh nyampe 6 game.
That was Peeps' first time on the crane game. Absolutely refused. That was like 12 takes in. There's no way.
That's crazy because when I was throwing it over to Peeps, I wasn't expecting him to be touring the stadium. For some reason, I thought he was touring the city, but that is true. Those are the things that you can do here. The beautiful big Nessies and the Nessie on the screen there. Look, I'm telling you guys, if you don't have a Nessie, you kind of have to go get one.
There's multiple color options
Keyboard kayak gini keren, Ying.
I just get all 3 of them before they're gone because they will not last for a very long time, and the gold Nessie special, that's an exclusive one, so they're not easy to come by.
Ridwin.
True, and look at those
foto
Saha. Ridwin, #Ridwin. I need to go get one.
Ini pakai foto siapa anjing?
See earlier, it was like a Yukio Japanese CEO sticker as well, and I was like, you know what, man, I need to step my sticker game up. So I'm gonna be walking around and I'm like, if you have a sticker, I will happily accept it because that is what I need.
Nyari bakal lu bang.
Show the Nessies. See, I'm telling you, everyone is out there getting their Nessies, getting their popcorn, getting geared up for map number 6.
I know, to close out the first series of the entire
Seru juga ya kayaknya nobar beginian.
And B going head to head.
Foto ijazah anjing.
Find out who's going to be making their way through to that bracket stage after 2 days of groups.
LG Chivas Regal.
You mentioned it, the first series of ALGS Year 3
Gue geserin lagi kali ya facecamnya ya.
the final match. Will Dreamfire run it back and take that final win, or who knows, will someone else step up and show why they came here to make a stake and say, hey, we deserve
Lah sini kayaknya 6 nih.
that trophy at the end of the week must
Tau gue sih 6 ya.
it will not be given, and as we go through Legend Select, we see
SMA tahun depan lu wakilin lah Mi. Anjing, enggak. Susah guys. Main doang. Gak tau mekaniknya. Cuma ngerti main doang. Sama ribut. Sama main crack ribut. Nah, udah itu. Gak ngerti guys, kudu gimana ya guys. Crack push pokoknya. Crack push.
You start looking at where the ring consoles, the survey beacon, we had a lot of beacon balancing coming in before
last.
Lightning Rod with a ring console for element 6. Ascend though, that's where things are going to get fun over there in checkpoint.
Lapar gua, pengen makan cowok.
We've had a north, we've had a south, maybe we'll get a lightning rod.
Stewie.
They're sitting on double beacon at lightning rod. If they have a zone up there as well.
Well, ribut banget. Siwi.
Alright, our team's going to walk keep our eyes on any of those contestants for the last match of the day. If any of the teams want to continue battling it out, or if we're going to play a little bit safer here to close the day out.
Ya udah mati ya ini. Disgusted.
It's central. Okay, you get a little bit of north, a little bit south, a little bit the center.
Kalau kata gua mah ya slotnya mending diganti sama TSMNH, TSMH. Daripada sama tim beginian baru turunnya udah mati. Ya gak sih? Sayang. Bang.
Pretty sure I just heard a dupe in the crowd, and let me tell you that is something
baru turun udah mati mah mending dikasih slotnya buat TSMH.
Oh, there we go. You'll love to hear it. All right, so
ya gak sih? Wir? Setuju gak Wir?
But 100 Thieves have actually backed off of their contest with Go Next and Antenna too, so they do not want to repeat what happened in match number 5, hopefully get some points on the board just to close out the series.
That is going to be nice, right? You go over to Bean, you get the IMC Armory, you've got a beacon available in that vicinity as well, but for Fnatic, who had typically been landing more towards that IMC Armory, have taken the backside of North Pad.
TSM, coba kita lihat.
LCDF, we're able to find...
I got the 1-2 on Crafter. I'm holding 3x for you.
SM ini 2000. Dia berapa yang nonton? 1000.
I'm on the roof.
The car wrapping north side.
Okay. I'm coming to building.
Kita lihat.
I have 4 bats.
You don't have to play the roof anymore.
Yep. I'm looking
They're flying in actually. They're flying a high point right now. Like right in.
Still sitting on a roof.
Okay.
Dropping a 2x inside top 4.
Okay, be careful north.
They dropped the wall rim.
Be careful north.
Delay ya?
Seru
banget.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm car flatline. I have no range.
They put an evac tower down in the back. I think.
I'm 4-1.
Yeah, they did.
I'm 8-6.
They might fly on our height.
No, they're going right.
Okay.
That was like the fucking armory team. Who has long range?
30-30.
Jordan?
Team of this build. I'm car flatline. I have no range.
Give me your armor. I'm 8-6 right now.
I am 10-4.
4-1.
I'm 10-4.
I can drop you a bat. I have 6 bats. Here, take mine.
Ini kali ya.
There's a fuse.
Start.
Okay.
I can grab yours.
There's a fuse southeast.
Okay.
Do you guys have verts?
I have 1 frag.
I have only an arc star. That's it. I have a Phoenix kit.
Can you carry another arc?
If I drop my Phoenix kit.
Yeah, I can carry Phoenix.
Yeah.
We have 2 verts if anybody goes on our height, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be hard anchoring. Like I don't have it.
Okay, that's fine.
Skip dong.
I have a 2x.
Jagoan TSMK Imperial Mi, iya dong, jelas kalau itu Bang Kibul. Gak usah diragukan lagi Bang Kibul.
Okay, when you hear me saying I got flatline though.
Kali masih ragu untuk memvote Imperial Mi.
When since you're anchoring, Jordan, or like
makan
sitting in the
bisa,
building,
mereka gak mati lu nonton.
Well, he
He's
has long
anchoring
range.
now.
Oh, I guess
We swapped. We swapped.
Okay. Yeah, just stare at the north side, Evan.
Yep.
I don't even know if there's a team in this building yet.
I heard a fuse queue coming from over there.
But there is. There's a queue on the door.
Lagi main apa kah Bang
Keep
Kibul?
getting bang smoked here.
That way calls to me.
You have no light mag on your gun, Jordan or Evan?
Nope.
I have a blue heavy. Oh, you have a car, Evan?
R9.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you want, I can go. If you want, I can go R9, and you can take the car with the blue heavy.
Yeah, let's do that.
Drop it. Dropping the mag for you. Do you need?
Fuck,
grab your
Bro.
light. For you.
Gila sakit banget anjing.
I have 160 light. I have 160 light. I'm fine.
Yeah, 120.
You have ammo?
Yeah, I've got 120.
So make sure they don't walk up. They might take that like chance to just run up.
Malam Bang Mi.
More light outside.
Boleh.
Nades on the fence.
My inventory's full.
Blue armor there. Valk. It's a Valk team inside here.
Follow me.
Their gens in the right side corner.
Let's check out that area.
Ini dari ALGS zaman kapan TSM tuh pasti turun sini mulu anjing. Apa ya, kagak mau pindah gitu.
If someone tries to fly to our roof, I'm literally insta-queuing up and horizonting. And you, okay?
Yep.
You guys should climb up. Do
Yeah,
not take my queue.
If someone flies the roof, I'm smoking the door on the west.
Okay.
We need to hear them coming in.
Kagak perang-perang.
Yeah.
Mahal banget.
You should give me your armor, Evan.
Yep.
Still sticking
Lihat
to
ini
the
kayaknya lagi perang.
game style that we like to see, and sometimes that's just how you got to do it. But we have to start thinking about
Perang
where
juga.
that rotation is going to look. And with 100 Thieves playing from Bean as opposed to Antenna, still the timing's a little bit similar, but they're going to make their way through Checkpoint as opposed to coming up through Jurassic.
Masih sama-sama mempantek ini ya.
Now that they've got Aurora off their backs as well, they should be free to kind of continue through, see if there's anything left over that they can pick up along the way loot-wise. Ascend, Holden the top end, and they were one of those squads that got in real early, grabbed a spot on the northern edge of the zone and tried to just bunker down here, seeing what information they can garner. Need some better shields on Kashera there, though.
Yeah, it's typical. I mean, if you're going to have someone playing a crypto, you got to throw the EMP damage to level up the Evo. But what I'm concerned about right now is disguised their rotation, right? Straight through Stormcatcher, there's a ring console. They'll get that next information. Sometimes that's great, right? But if you're rotating in late, even if you have where that ring is pulling his information, how are you going to get there? Everyone's already rotated in and made that call. That's what's going to be tough. So they'll have to fight their way into that. Whereas the last zone, they had already rotated so early on and were able to play. So it'll be a little interesting.
Fnatic, another team that we've been keeping our eyes on a lot here currently. Having a pretty decent day, honestly. They're top 5 for the series so far. And they were able to pull out that win right to kick things off.
Coba kita lihat TSM ya, udah mulai belum warnya?
He ain't beating me anymore, that's for sure.
Oh, belum.
Always us that crypto against fucking EMP.
Yeah, because it's fucking Kashera. He has a fucking boner for us, bro. Every game.
Every game.
Every single game. If you want to
grab it north, yeah.
Bro, are you fucking looking that way, you idiot?
Yeah, I can't see down the tunnel, bro. I can't see down the tunnel.
Okay, well you didn't say that. I didn't know that. They're gonna play our roof.
Yeah, we can't hold them out now.
Oh, fuck.
They might. If we can catch them when
you gotta say that, Evan. Like, I didn't know you can't see down the fucking tunnel.
If we can catch them when they're trying to rotate for roof, we can kill them. Sliding down one!
So I got banked.
Slid all the way in that northwest corner.
I know, but there's a fucking thing there. I can't shoot him.
Is this team gonna play the game? Like, what the fuck, bro? Start shooting.
Yeah, I think they are shooting them right now.
We lost our doors.
I'm just playing fucking passive. Like, there's no reason that we can still do fine here. Because no one's gonna end in front of us.
Well, they're just playing down in that corner down there?
Yes, they're playing against the wall. They're just gonna play our roof later in the game. Might be DF, to be honest. Should also, like, there's, okay, next time?
You can see them, Evan, in the tunnel. There's another team on tunnel! Another team tunnel!
That's good, that's good.
Yep.
I'm peeking this.
On the ramp, 30 on him, 30
Can't
blue,
see
30
him.
blue.
I'm coming back. You can play the bottom floor. You can swing the bottom floor with me. Evan, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm on the bottom floor.
They're going in queues and shit.
Can you callow? Maybe we look at it? Can you callow this?
You guys looking at it together. I'm
Jordan,
not doing
stay
that.
there.
Bang one.
I made an app.
I think they're walking up west. I think they're walking up east.
Okay, I'm coming back.
He backed up a little bit. He's swinging out of the east building.
Again, look west again. Killed one.
They all died. They all died. They literally all died. They're all dead down there.
You guys need to grab loot, then I can smoke it maybe for you.
You just gotta anchor. Just anchor, fucking Jordan. Worry about east. That's
He needs to smoke. I'll anchor.
I can smoke.
You get the loot, Jordan. I'm gonna anchor.
They're on the roof of the building. Of east building. They called outside of fucking wall room. I don't know where they went.
I mean,
Jordan,
ready
I'm
to go
anchoring.
for
You
loot.
should go loot.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm dropping
gonna go
shit.
loot.
I'm dropping shit inside.
Evan, let us know if they fucking walk up or something.
Yeah.
Please.
Moby. There's no nades.
I need shields. Maybe 1-1.
I will bring shields.
Yep.
I will bring a lot of
There's
shields.
no arc stars. I'm coming back. There's a purple armor, but I'm not gonna worry about it.
The enemy's far.
I'm popping ultic cell. I'm gonna drop you some shit here, Evan, and I'm
Okay.
gonna go back.
I'm
okay?
healing with cells. Just
Get
make
inside
sure.
and keep watching.
I'm watching the east team from outside.
Here, take that.
Team
Take
fight.
that.
They're
Take
going
that,
overhead.
Evan.
Shield cell here.
It flew over here.
Let's head in that direction, darling.
I have a fuck ton of cells.
Can I go
Dropping
loot?
cells. Dropping cells. Dropping cells.
I'm gonna go back and loot.
Okay.
Again. Evan or Jordan, you can come, or Evan, you can come. We're getting naded on the ramp.
They're not safe over east, guys. Like they're gonna make a play if they see you do that shit.
Okay. It's fine. Not a big deal. They're getting EMP'd and shit on the ramp right now.
That way
Yeah,
calls to me.
I want to look at.
They're anting the building.
They fucking smoke towards me.
Okay.
One's on high still.
Look left to the wall, Evan.
Looking. Got blue armor.
Headshot bang on 50. Two on the left.
Bang on this.
Right away.
I'm gonna burn that.
I'm gonna play height of our building.
Go inside. I backed up.
I stunned him on the shoot.
Popping cells. Nice.
Watch the arc.
I'm going to our bottom.
I got stuck.
Can we get this wipe?
We're trying to wipe these guys.
Wait, can you peek with me, Evan?
Yep.
Peek with him. I'll hold. I'll peek. Or go.
I'm marking that. I'm walking to the left.
I'm holding us.
This way.
On the left. Well, the duck one. The duck right.
We gotta get the thirst. We gotta get the thirst, bro.
They're slid
There
down.
should be one left.
He's down here.
I'm not with you, Evan. I'm not with you.
Can we kill Sky Jordan?
I'm trying to anchor.
It's two, bro.
One more.
Nice. Good job. I'm anchoring. You guys are good. I promise.
Yeah.
I'm just batting. I can't get the spot.
You're good.
I'm walking back up.
You're good.
I'm gonna loot this in a second. Just
I
hold.
have ultic cell for you, Jordan.
Digi on the Sky Jordan. You need this?
Optics here.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, use
Look
that.
at it.
I need to loot. I don't have fucking ammo.
Yeah, it's a bunch of light ammo on that guy.
They're all fighting over here.
Out.
What?
I'm on your roof now.
I can drop your ultic cell, Jordan. I'm gonna go loot.
I just got one too.
I'm dropping ultic. I'm gonna hold it.
I'm trying to find a fucking light mag, bro. I cannot find one. There we go.
Is there any nades? I have 0 nades.
I don't know.
I have 2 frags.
You can go loot.
I'm
I'm grabbing that
Loot
Digi.
all
I'm
the
grabbing
bodies.
that Digi.
Loot all those
Here.
bodies. There's nothing else to do.
Okay.
It's down
Like,
by the way.
everyone's fighting them like away
Where
far
are we
from us.
safe? Can you look for where we're safe?
Yes, I'm gonna look.
Yeah. We're safe in this box here, barely.
Seems we have an enemy.
I'm gonna swap. We should swap guns.
I can call in a Moby.
I'm swapping a fucking hemlock.
Good position here.
I'm gonna swap too. You need to hard stay
Bridge
like
is safe
east.
as well.
Southeast. Look east, Evan.
I'm coming back.
I'm gonna swap guns too. I need a hemlock. I got a fight line.
Yeah. We gotta worry.
Team
We gotta
fight
worry
that
about the team that's running out the fucking wall room.
I'm popping ultic cells. with my
Do we
ulti.
have space to play?
Not
really.
much. We have this box, 2 boxes, and that's it.
We have
It's
safe
cracker.
on me. You have this staircase
Yo, I'm
here.
gonna call
It's really
Moby right
Okay.
where your ping's at, like on this blue box on you, Al. I'm gonna call Moby there, okay?
Okay. They're evac tarring from the other side. I don't know where they're gonna go with that.
They can't make it over, for sure.
We got a little bit of cover. We got a little bit of cover there. You need arcs?
I have 1 arc.
I have 1 arc too.
Yeah, just keep it. They're fighting in the wall room. They're fighting in the wall room.
I'm 85%.
The full team outside roof.
I have another ulting shot. I'm 85% to my ulti though.
Okay. I also have another cell. Can I
Be
shoot
ready.
that gen? Can you shoot that gen off the roof?
I broke their gen on the roof.
Outside, right here.
Looking
I'm
with you.
watching southeast. I'm
One
watching
guy
southeast.
fighting.
I'm watching our left side.
One guy.
Let's head now.
Got him. Nice. Can you smoke the height, Jordan?
Yeah. Smoked it.
No, you gotta shoot at the pole, bro. That's fine.
Gathered there.
Look. They're still safe pole room. They're still safe pole room.
Outside their orbit.
Let's get Shara down there.
I have 130 heavy.
Is anybody bridge?
Probably. I have 130 heavy. If
I don't see anybody bridge right now.
I have 130
I think
also.
there's nobody bridge right now. There's nobody bridge right now.
Still a team over there.
Okay, you can maybe play forward then, Evan. Maybe play there. Just be careful.
Oh, where?
The bridge.
Okay.
No, let me play the bridge.
I should be sitting back.
Keep smoking the height.
That way,
I just got shit on.
Yep.
They might swing out the door. Can you look door, Evan? Look door,
Yep.
Evan.
There's nobody on the low ground. There's nobody on the low ground right now. I have a syringe.
I'm just med kit. I'm using my only med kit.
There's a guy over here and here actually.
Follow me.
We gotta play under the bridge. Next zone. Like as it closes, we have to play your corner, Hal.
Or we can kill the fucking wall room and play that side.
Height's gonna be looking over us, no? Height building?
I don't know. I'm trying to think here. They're playing. I just got stuck by two.
Just tank it, bro. We have bats. I have 3 bats and 8 cells.
And they have fused Horizon here.
That way, cost me.
They just Horizon ultimate. They missed it completely. They took the bridge. They took the bridge.
Okay.
I
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill wall room, I guess.
We have to kill wall room. We have no choice. We threw it. We smoked the roof. Listen, we're gonna smoke the fucking roof. Fucking
I
Jesus
can wall
Christ,
all the left
man.
side teams.
We just gotta play on.
Yeah, I think we gotta do that.
Good skewed. Nothing bad here.
Can you smoke somebody, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke her for a
Smoke
second.
us, bro. Smoke us so we can fucking play the game.
Open a mech kit. Going back.
I'm safe here.
Let me know if you need a smoke on you. I have one
Take the
smoke right
fuse
now.
cubes. Take the fuse cubes if you have to.
Popping my last bat.
You're gonna have to cow wall. Listen, Evan, cow all left and we kill right.
No bats left, Jordan.
I can drop you one. I'm dropping you one.
Everybody need to kill the right.
Back cow wall up now.
Cow wall now. And shoot. Bang out them on the right.
I did it.
Nading that.
I have the bat.
Got the banger. Got one. No, one is out.
Nice.
We should look to wipe this shit.
Nice.
I don't see them. I didn't get hit. I didn't get hit. On the wall somewhere.
On my own.
Looking.
I'm marking that.
Knock one.
Peek to the wall. One, and then knockdown.
One left.
I'm playing slow.
He's 1 HP and then knockdown.
We gotta go back to our spot. Come back to me.
Coming.
Guys, I'm safe here.
Trying to get you. I'm safe.
We're fine.
Swing another. 70 on one.
50 on one.
Safe.
Dead. Play my knock.
Bro. How are they doing that without dying? What?
Halo semuanya. Everyone. Tim.